my beautiful gemstones. Welcome to Wednesday night live intuitive oracle, my favorite night of the week with myself and Ghostdragonzw. So this is my mom's bedroom. I'm in my mom's bed because she's watching RJ for me. RJ and I took a week off and kind of just came to my mom's to chill out before he starts kindergarten on Tuesday and to just kind of get a break. I'm still kind of working because I'm still writing and I'm doing this stream, but otherwise I'm really not doing much. I'm not interested in doing much this week. I'm just trying to chill and just get a little bit of a break. But I couldn't not do this stream. So hopefully we're not having Wi-Fi issues. I feel like I'm blinking, but I don't know. That could just be me. So real quick, I've been doing shorts. So if you guys haven't checked out my shorts, please do. I'm not doing crystals and cards this week because I'm at my mom's, but that's going to be like the main thing that I focus on. But anyway, because I'm doing shorts in random places, I haven't had full face of makeup while I was doing them. I have been in my regular daytime makeup, no eyebrows, no eyeliner, all that stuff. And I keep getting these comments that are like, oh my God, you look so much younger with no makeup. So I am wearing makeup, but I'm not wearing a lot. And these are my natural eyebrows and no eyes, no eye stuff. So I did keep it light, and everyone was so kind about it and so complimentary that I was like, wow, I'm just going to do normal face makeup. And I'm actually comfortable with that, which I haven't been in the last 4 years. So it's a big deal for me. So thank you guys right there. Multifaceted Jewels immediately. You look beautiful this evening. Thank you. I just have on a lot less makeup, more natural, and I have my purple clips in. So I wanted to show you guys two things that I got. First is this shirt. I actually got this for my mom, but I'm wearing it. So he's just holding a little pumpkin, and it's really cute, and I love it. And I got it off Temu for like $3, and this one might have been $5. And I have had my eye on this necklace for so long, and I finally got it. So it's just clear quartz. It's a big old cluster. And I'm really excited to have it. This one from Lyra, the smoky quartz, I haven't taken it off, and it needs to be charged, but I don't have a charger here. But tonight is the super blue moon in Pisces, and I did do a short about that, guys. So check it out. We're going to be feeling very emotional, kind of blah, lost. Like we're in like this labyrinthine world of who knows what's next, but it'll pass in the next couple of days. That's just the Pisces influence. Mike J, behold, thank you guys. So let me say hello to everyone. I'll be back home Sunday. I'll be back to work Monday, and then Tuesday I won't be working because I have my doctor's appointment and RJ has school. And because he's home from school at 3:15, instead of getting home really late with Ray at night, my work day is cut in half. So I'm going to be a lot busier than normal, but it's totally worth it, guys. I'm really digging shorts. I'm finding my niche, and you guys have been so kind about it. I've been doing some reviews of people, places, and things. And it's really exciting. Lotus Girl says, yo, 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 I'm here. Speaking of beautiful, you look so gorgeous today. I love the pictures. Smoochy is fishing. And Edna, multifaceted Jewels, what is up, my sweetheart? Chillin' Charlie. My mom tells me the other day out of nowhere, she's like, do you know whose name I really like? That Chillin' Charlie. I love that name. She's like, because he's just chill, and his name's Charlie. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much what it means. Cindy Norris, Mama Cindy, what's up, girl? Vixen Joe, Mark Halstead. I almost did it again. What's up, sweetheart? So glad to see you. Donna Messenger, what's up, Mama Bear? Roger Blair, welcome. Mike J, beholds. Thank you, guys. You guys are so sweet. Jerome, Dr. J-Man. Everything is good. I'm on a little vacation at my mom's, but I never vacation from this stream because I know that people really need to hear the messages, and I'll be by you on Tuesday, actually. So not really looking forward to the doctor appointment, but looking forward to seeing who I run into there for sure. So nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. John Keats, hello. I don't have as many decks as I normally do because I'm at my mom's and I don't want to travel with, 40 decks. But I have a good amount, and I have some that we haven't seen in months and months because they've been here. So it's going to be interesting. I've got some of our favorites, and then I got 13 here. I've got 6 or 7 of our favorites, and then I have ones that were I left at mom's that I completely forgot about. Lotus Girl says, first time I've had real makeup on in like 5 years or so. You looked gorgeous. And Arisha's gorgeous too. You guys really, for twins though, you guys don't look anything alike. It's so funny to see. I mean, I would definitely be able to tell you guys are sisters for sure. Kirby's 100. What is up? So guys, don't forget, like I said, tonight, super blue moon. So if you have crystals, get them out there, get them charged. Okay. It is really important to do that. Like this piece of smoky quartz that Lara gave me, I've been wearing all week. I haven't been able to charge it, and I am starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel it drain of the energy. I had to give my nails a break. I've got natural makeup, so it is what it is. I did finally get my hair cut. 13 full moons in a year. Yeah, this is this one's in Pisces though, and the moon with a Pisces influence, especially a full moon, is really interesting because it can go one of two ways for people depending on your own chart. It can go like for a Pisces sun like me, especially with my Libra moon, I'll probably be a lot more emotional, and I'll be a lot more lost and not as like gung-ho, let's get it done, maybe a little more lazy. Whereas someone with a fire sun like Aries, Sagittarius, Leo will be more gung-ho, but a lot more like procrastinating than usual, and maybe like more laid back. Like for the younger Leos, like maybe they don't want to go out every single night like they normally would. Do you know what I'm saying? So it really is about your sun sign. But definitely overwhelming emotions no matter what your sign is. Nicole Perone, what's up? Let me bring in the Ghost Dragon and let's just get started, guys.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? Yeah, I'm a little stuttery tonight, so bear with me. Hello, dry toast.
The dragon scared him.
Yeah,
Jatos. All right, guys. So listen, if you have to leave early for any reason and you want to get a reading, let us know. If you're just coming in to say hi or whatever, also just let us know. And Grey Wolf, what's up, girl? There was someone last week, I felt really bad because we called them like literally 4 times and they didn't answer. So we waited till the end, and then they were like, well, I can't wait anymore. I've been here all night. And they like stormed off while I was in the middle of telling them we had already called you, but like I'll read for you right now. So guys, definitely pay attention. If you're not, obviously we do other things. You don't have to just sit here and stare, but pay attention. And if you're not sure if you heard your name or not, like don't be mean about it, because more than likely we called you. Thank you, Miss Grey Wolf. Yeah, I was doing shorts with just my regular daytime makeup. And I got so many compliments from people just being so sweet. I was like, oh, okay, I don't have to put on a crap ton of makeup every single time I go in front of the camera. And I finally, after 4 years, am comfortable. I'm still wearing makeup, but these are natural eyebrows. I think it's the eyebrows that are throwing everyone off, for real. I think that's why everyone's like, oh my God, you look so different. And I'm like, yeah, it's because this is what I did to my eyebrows in addiction. All right, so let's just get started. I know Lotus is first. So, yeah. Don't forget, guys, like I said, if you're across the pond or if you're working or if you have to leave, whatever the case may be, let us know so that we can timestamp you, or if we can't do you right away. Lotus, let's start off with Dylan Waite. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. I'm in my mom's bed right now. I'm not even on a chair, so it's kind of like slumber party mode. But this was a lot easier for her to watch RJ for me. So she has the run of the house, and we have our room free. Okie dokie, Miss Lotus Girl. You got Beauty and the Beast. Card number 23 in the Dylan Waite deck. At first, I was scared and sad when I saw myself locked away in the castle of this ugly and frightful beast. But then I learned to open my heart. I taught my eyes to see beyond appearances. I discovered hidden beauty behind the beastie face. Therefore, I realize that a beast can be kind and gentle, and that true love can sometimes be born in the strangest of places. Do not trust what your eyes see, trust what your heart feels. Appearances can be deceiving. Maybe at first things will seem dark and unpleasant. Give them a second thought and don't make up your mind too hastily. Learn to open your heart. There's a great amount of beauty and love involved here, but they may be hidden from your sight for the moment. So close your eyes and trust your heart, and you'll discover wonders and treasures. Nevia, oh, the Manja girls. What is up? Welcome, and thank you for coming in. Vera Ray, what is up, girl? She's in the pond. That's so awesome. So let me read this card for Lotus, and then I'll explain that. So, okay, Tennille, this card isn't talking about romantic love, right? This isn't talking about you and your husband. What this is talking about is I feel like something in your life right now, I feel like someone's trying to get close to you for some reason, okay? And there's a part of you that really wants to believe that either this person coming back in from the past really wants to make amends or to be your friend or whatever the case may be, or this person's helping you truly out of the kindness of their heart. But I don't think you're going to find that. I think you're going to find that someone in your life right now has ulterior motives. And I think that you know that deep down inside. And like I always say, guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about in the next week or two, you will. Now, this is a double message. So the first message is be very, very wary of new people coming in, like people you've never met before, coming in, offering help or offering advice. Okay. Because I feel like I see them for something, like the way it's being shown to me is like they're pumping you for information. Right. And you and I know what that's about. Right. Someone looking to get you in trouble or make you look bad or something like that. Now, on the other side of this, I do feel like someone not involving that situation is trying to make amends with you. And you've just been through so much hell, either with this person or in similar situations, that you really don't feel like you have time for it. It's like, okay, that's great, but what's going to come of you and I speaking again or you apologizing to me? Maybe they just need to get that off their chest. The fact of the matter is, deep down inside, how do you feel about these people in these situations? If you even feel that the energy is the tiniest bit off, run for the hills. All right. Now is not a time to not trust your instinct. Now is not a time to be persuaded or manipulated, persuaded into a different way of thinking, a different viewpoint. You have your sights set on exactly what you want, exactly how to get it. You're putting things into action and into practice, but someone can be very convincing here. There is someone here who's, I don't know if they're charming or if they just seem very educated. The fact of the matter is they're not. They are planting seeds to try and confuse you so that they can use things against you. What's up, Arisha? All right, sweetie. We'll timestamp you for sure. Okay. So Nevia, and I may be pronouncing that wrong, I met her at a pizza place near my mom's house. We wear the Gemma Jade paranormal shirts in there, or I was talking to her. I don't know how it came up. I think we were just talking about, I was sanitizing the table before RJ and I sat down, and I felt embarrassed. So I started explaining myself, and we just somehow came to have this conversation. And I was talking about what I do on YouTube. So I didn't want to say it right there because I had the baby with me and you were working. But the difference between a psychic and a medium is that I'm not a psychic medium. So most people think psychics are people that can see the dead, and some of them can if they're a psychic medium. So to be a medium is someone like me, where I would be able, if I was open enough to see the people around you, see the energy of spirit. And that's why I told the other girl that worked there as well, when I spoke to her last week through text, it's like the best way before you purchase a reading, before you put your money out, come into this live stream and get one reading pulled for free. So you can kind of see what it is that I do. I do a lot more than just cards. I'll do a video chat with you and tell you about attachments that are on you, but I don't do a lot of that stuff publicly, especially when I'm out in public in my day-to-day, because as I said, it caused a lot of problems for me in my life. So I'm so glad you came in. Your friend or the other girl from the pizza place is the first person in 2.5 years I've ever given my business card to that's actually called me. And you were like, hey, I'll be in there. And you are. So we're going to bump you up. So your reading will be in just a few minutes, and see what I'm about. You have my number. but psychic to where like I predict the future or can tell you your name or what you're thinking, that is not my ability. My ability, I can see negative attached to you. I can see positive attached to you. I can see great grandpa Bob or whoever, but I really have to pull those energies in. Everyone in here basically knows that I've tried to not work with my abilities and I ended up in addiction and it ended up being really bad for me. So I had to learn how to turn it on, turn it off at the right moment. So thank you for coming in. And
if you want to go ahead
Jules,
and
I
do
love
her,
you guys too. What's up, Bat Mom? All right, who's next?
if you want to go ahead and do her, I'm sure Jules wouldn't mind.
Jules said she's waiting till later. What's up,
Okay.
Netter?
Okay, well, go ahead and do her, and then if Charlie's still around, we'll do him because he was next.
Who?
Edna and Smoochie's on hold in case they come back in. So go ahead and do the little lady you were just talking to, and then we'll do Chill and Charlie next.
All right, Nevia. And I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I do apologize. So I'm going to use the Oracle of the Divine Circus for you. Nevia, this is for you. Darn phone. A baby kitty. 25 cats. What's up, Miss Lara? Guys, don't forget, I keep saying it, super blue moon in Pisces tonight. Charge your crystals. You keep saying that. I'm wearing makeup. I'm not wearing as much, though. I'm not wearing eyebrows, and I'm not wearing liner. But thank you. Thank you. You guys are so funny. Especially the men. There was a girl complaining on YouTube. She's like, I hate these women. Like, they wear a little bit of makeup and, like, walk around like they're not wearing makeup. And it's like, sorry you don't have to do your makeup the right way, lady. All right. Card number 34, Confetti. Just got home from Santa Fe. All right, Nevia. This is a good card, actually. It's time to be a party person to find the celebratory spirit within you. Maybe you already feel it, or maybe it's the last thing in the world you can imagine feeling right now. But whether it's on your radar or not, a cause for celebration is imminent. So can you put yourself in the party mood? It starts with a carnival attitude and a pleasure-seeking state of mind. Can you allow for pleasure, for play? Oh, yes, there's always so much to do, but sometimes all that can happen more quickly and more easily another day. For now, the Oracle of Confetti suggests your time and energy are best spent in playfulness. That is the most enjoyable piece of spiritual guidance you're probably ever going to receive, so relish in it. Don't wait another moment to get your celebratory vibe on. Confetti also brings you a message that if you want more success, happiness, and celebration in your life, you can enhance that right now by being happy for the success of those around you. Do you know that success is like a wave? When you genuinely congratulate another and feel happy for their happiness, your own energy field gets a jolt of that same energy. You attract it into your own life. You deserve success for all you've accomplished just as much as anyone else. So be happy for another, even if a part of you wonders if there's enough to go around, if maybe they've taken your piece of the pie, or if you wonder if their success is really deserved. Let such thoughts be without adding to their power by either being embarrassed about them, trying to pretend they don't exist, or feeling that you're a bad person for thinking those types of things. Just take charge and choose how you want to respond to another's victory. Maybe you can even respond to your own doubts by saying this person's having their turn, which means my turn will be coming sooner. Be happy for them and be happy for you, and enjoy this oracle, which lets you know that the universe is giving you notice of a party and you are most definitely meant to attend, and it's heading your way. All right, Nevia, listen. So there's twofold here on this card. First of all, I do feel like there could be some jealousy in your life. And I'm not saying of jealousy of you're so incredibly engulfed with the green-eyed monster over something. I just feel like you've been working hard for something and you may feel like everyone around you or one person around you seems to get everything they ask for. And for an example, like they're not even a good person. And it's like you're trying so hard and you're looking at all these other people who to you, they look like they're barely trying and they get things handed to them. The universe is saying no matter what the situation is, whether it's jealousy or whether it's just frustration in yourself, of like, you feel like you should be at a certain place right now in your life and maybe you're not, or you should be making a certain amount of money right now, but you're not. Thank you so much, Jules. Thank you. Thank you. If all we focus on, or if we start focusing on the negative, all we're going to see around us is the negative, no matter what we're doing. So the universe wants you to turn your negative thoughts as best you can into positive ones. Okay. So if you see someone who's barely doing the work succeeding, instead of being like, that a-hole is barely doing the work and I'm busting my butt, think, well, they're barely doing the work and they're succeeding, so it's got to be easy for me because I'm busting my butt. Try to flip your thoughts into a more positive frame of mind, no matter what you're dealing with, right? It's hard to tell with one card, but there is another message here as well. And I could see tonight is going to be a 2-message type of night. Nevia, what I'm also seeing in this card is, I don't know if you're expecting something to happen. Like if you're expecting, I don't know if there's like a birthday coming up or a baby shower, there is some sort of party, but for some reason I'm seeing it as like a surprise. So if you know you're going to attend, say, a wedding or a baby shower, whatever the case may be, even a friend's birthday party, something is going to happen there that's going to be very, very surprising and beneficial to you, right? A good surprise. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, be prepared in the next week or two to be invited to some kind of party, to some kind of event. Even if it's something you normally wouldn't do or go to, the universe is telling you, make sure you go, because there is going to be some sort of opportunity presented to you there that you definitely need in your life right now. It's going to be a stepping stone for you, a stepping block to your future. Okay. So don't turn down in the next week or two any invitations to do anything. Even if, honestly, don't tell Massimo I said this, but even if you have to take off work to like go and do something like this, it'll be well worth it in the end, because you're either going to meet somebody, or like we were talking about, I kind of stumbled across the opportunity to write. So something like that is going to make a major difference in your future and put you on track with your spiritual purpose. But if you turn down the event or turn down the invitation, that connection isn't going to be made. And who knows when the next time the universe is going to offer it to you will be.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And yes, ma'am. I have to charge this. I keep saying it from Miss Paranormal Pixie because I've been wearing it and wearing it and wearing it, and I don't have my selenite. She said, laugh, laugh, heart. All right.
Ready? You're going to do Chillin' Charlie. Then we're going to do Grey Wolf. So, because she's got about 30 minutes or so.
Yes. Okay.
And then hello, sir and ladies.
Yeah. Don't tell him I said that. I like him. I always forget to charge my crystals in the moonlight. That's why I have so many selenite charging plates. But tonight I'm at my mom's. I don't have to worry about, like, where I live. They're like, the bears will take off with it. I'll see a coyote running around with my necklace in his mouth. But here we don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. So. You are so very welcome. Yeah, just text me. Like I said, I'm back to work. I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm kind of on vacation right now. I'm visiting my mom. I'm actually from North Jersey. So, but I'm back to work with like the video readings, the 1 hours and all that type of stuff. Back to regular scheduled program of Gemma Jade on Wednesday the 6th. So you can hit me up anytime and we could set something up. New England Taroti, I have some really bad thoughts on that. The guy particularly, I think that the woman made a witch cake and gave it to you. I'm just not vibing with that couple. And I'll be able to check them tomorrow because RJ is going to my aunt's house. I have not been able to do anything but write a tiny bit, but I will, I promise, because I keep thinking like I'm really.
And I checked mine, and I'll be sending you one back later.
I forgot about this deck, guys. Long Island Bigfoot. Hey. Myrmecoleon. And it looks like a lion, but it has, I don't know, it's half lion, half ant. This is the Mythical Creatures Oracle my mom got me for Christmas. It doesn't have a number, so this is the one where I pulled one card, the first card I ever pulled from this for Smoochie, and she pulled the Sasquatch. Divine Empathic. What up, girl? Oh, thank you, Long Island Bigfoot. This is a hair piece, but I did finally get the haircut I wanted, even though I had the worst experience at that JCPenney salon. Okay, so I'm not going to read the mythological backgrounds on these creatures because we'd be here all night, but I will read the meaning. So Chillin' Charlie, the myrmecolon, look at that, guys, symbolizes a mistake, an accident, or a limitation. It is a creature of internal contradiction. Two parts of the same being are in conflict with one another. If this creature appears in reference to a brand new relationship, then it is a suggestion that the two people are not well matched. In reference to a plan that you have envisioned, then perhaps you should reconsider the plan and its possible repercussions before carrying it out. By far the most pitiful creature in the bestiary, drawing the myrmecolion, so hard to say, card, may also signify sadness or depression, Charlie. The myrmecolion visits every person from time to time, coming in the form of minor mistakes and everyday instances of forgetfulness, which I said are going to be amplified by the super full moon in Pisces. However, these occurrences can be frustrating or embarrassing, sometimes even really destructive. However inconvenient it is, ups and downs are simply a fact of life, and we must deal with it and forgive ourselves. It's only when the myrmecolion lingers that it causes a serious problem. When the beast lingers, they can bring lasting depression, a series of preventable mistakes. Thank you, John Keats. I appreciate you. Yay. I'm so lost. When the beast lingers, it can bring lasting depression, a series of preventable mistakes, or even a disastrous downward spiral. One must remember that even though minor bumps are unavoidable in life, we have enough control over ourselves to not let it consume us. The worst thing is to actually be a myrmecolion. The human myrmecolion is depressed and depressing to be around. He sets himself up for failure with his negative attitude and low self-expectations. Without being conscious that he does this, he traps himself in a vicious cycle, being aware only of his repeated failures and disapproval from others. If you drew the myrmecolion card to signify yourself, take this as a blessing in disguise. You are now reminded of a dangerous pattern that you may be falling back into. Now you can stop what you're doing and change it. Look closely at your attitude and your social interactions. You may be able to spot places where the myrmecolion lurks, and you can drive it away. So Chillin' Charlie, this is, yeah, thank you so much, John. Thank you so much, Jules. Love you guys. Definitely helps. So yeah, Chillin' Charlie, I feel like you could be falling back into old patterns of behavior. So this could be emotional, or I'm seeing like a physical thing though. Like, I'm just going to use this as kind of a silly example because I'm not going to put out their personal business, but I feel like say you used to rob banks and you did 30 years in prison and you've been out for 5 years and you've been an upright member of society or whatever. And now someone says we can rob this bank and make like 10 million each. And you're thinking about it, right? You know, it's bad for you. You know, more than likely it's going to land you in prison. But at the same time, you're like, what have I got to lose? I'll tell you what you have to lose: your peace, your serenity, all of the spiritual work you've done so far. And even if you're not actively doing spiritual work, like I'm going to sit down and meditate today or connect with my guides, guess what? You're still working spiritually. You're still moving towards the path that you were meant to be on. So Charlie, I do feel like if there's a romantic relationship here, I know people laugh when I say this, but I'm so serious when I do. Gross. Like, this person's energy is gross. And if you don't know who it is, they are coming back in. So be prepared for that. The worst possible person that you could think of coming back into your life right now is coming in. And they're coming in as the toxic, negative, manipulative piece of poop that they actually are. They see you doing a little better. Even if you're not feeling like you're doing better, from the outside looking in, you are, because we never give ourselves enough credit, right? This person sees that and they're like, this person isn't going to do good without me. And then they're going to come in and destroy it all. I know you may be lonely. You may be feeling sad at times. You may be wondering what's next. How do you pull yourself out of this? But please do not fall back into old patterns of behavior or old, dead, done, over with, stuck, still, stagnant, toxic relationships with narcissists or toxic individuals. New Englander, I'm sorry, guys, I'm sitting on the bed. So just think of it as a slumber party. This is not my normal setup. Oh, thank you, Johnny Yuma. Yeah, I finally got the haircut I've been wanting for a really long time. This is a clip in the purple, but I do appreciate it, guys. You guys are so incredibly sweet. Whenever I change anything, you guys are like, I love it. Who's next? Check it out. I don't know if you guys, it looks weird. You can't see his face. He's too bright.
Too bright. Gray Wolf.
Miss Lindsay, that's right. And then we have Miss Sally. Gotta love them. Okay, Miss Gray Wolf. Miss Gray Wolf, let's do the signs of the times. It is. I'm a little off my game because I'm not in my office and like at home, but I'm very comfortable in here. It's just I'm not in a chair, I'm in bed, so I have to keep moving around. You're very, very welcome. Thank you guys so much. You guys are so sweet. I got the slumber party vibe going. I might have to turn the fan on in here though, because I am sweating a little bit. All right, Miss Gray Wolf. 18 noise complaints, 32 video files with audio evidence. So what are they doing? Card number 35, not. K-N-O-T, Miss Gray Wolf. And your September reading. I wasn't able to do them, obviously, this week. So you will get it by the end of next week. And I am sorry that it's late. So it's the card of relationships. Not relationships. Lindsay, the knot calls your attention to the relationships in your life, illustrating how bonds can be formed in many different ways. Two or more ropes can come together to represent union, or a knot can be made with a singular cord, representing a strengthened relationship with oneself. Not to highlight business, platonic, and romantic relationships. You are being nudged to examine these relationships and focus on those that are important to you. This is a symbol of strong relationships and the ability to identify opportunities for improvement. By developing deeper connections with others, you have a chance to better understand yourself. Your relationships are a reflection of you and one of the many ways you experience life lessons. Alternately, knots can symbolize complications in relationships that can require time and care to work through. It's up to you to determine what relationships in your life are worth that treatment. Additional meaning, tying the knot, working out kinks, unbreakable bonds, loyalty, and making a commitment. Yeah, I haven't pulled this one before. This is one of the new decks. So yeah, Gray Wolf, I'm getting a lot of, it's not toxic. It's not toxic energy. You know, I pull so much of that in these videos with so many of us empaths and light workers and even people with abilities. I knew it. What's up, Nuts Laugh? I keep pulling up narcissistic and toxic energy. I don't get that here. I just get a lot of confusion, a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of, I'm actually hearing in my head as I hold this, believe it or not, I'm hearing people yell, like two people yelling over each other. Like they both have what they want to say and they want to say it so much and they want to say it so badly that like there's no room for the other person to speak. It's just about them. And it's not in a narcissistic way or in a cruel way. It's just they're dying so badly to get their point across. Both of them are trying so hard to make it work, but they're also being a little bit selfish in the way that they're verbalizing things. I feel like there's someone here in your life, Gray Wolf, that it would be very worth it to work things out with them, but it's going to be really hard for either one of you to make the first move towards the working out of this relationship, right? Because you both have done hurtful things to one another. I mainly feel, and this is not to let you off the hook by any means, but I do feel like you've put up with a lot more of this person's BS than they put up with yours, right? And that's usually how it is in this community. But it's like the universe is saying, if, you know, there's something about this relationship that maybe it shouldn't be done yet, okay? Maybe you shouldn't let it go. Really consider, and it doesn't mean you have to, but really consider being the bigger person just this one more time and letting them speak first, right? Going to them and saying, I think there was a miscommunication or a misunderstanding. I know we've been through so much. Let's work through this. You go first. And I'm listening. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's a person. Yeah, it'll come in the next week or two for sure. It could be a falling out you're about to have that you realize like this is make or break in this relationship. Either it's going to be over with or we are going to have to put all of our cards on the table and start from scratch again. And you, unfortunately, are going to have to be the one that bends. But the universe is saying there's still life in this relationship, in this situation, whether it's romantic or otherwise, right? There are still good things that are going to come into your life because of this person, because of this connection. But if you just say, like, I've had enough, and you choose to not reach out to this person, let this person storm off, not give this person the last word, that's okay too. It's really up to you and following your heart. And I think it's going to happen. I think it's really going to depend on your mood at the day, at that time. But I do feel like if you choose to let this go, it's going to become this big grudge, this big thing, and you're going to have a lot harder time in the future, 6 months to a year down the line, than you would, 3 weeks from now, saying, whoa, that got out of hand. We're adults here. Let's talk this out. You know what I'm saying? It would be worth it for you to hang on to this person or this relationship, at least for a little while longer.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Edna.
And Jules, we have to talk. I've tried messaging you multiple times, and now all of a sudden the messages are bouncing back to me again, like they were doing at that one time. I wasn't getting anything from you. I still don't even know if you got your box. I haven't been home, so I don't. I did send you stuff to deal with that. That's why I said we cannot scratch the gift box. We have to get that to you. So once I get home on Sunday, I'll know if it got sent back. And if it didn't, I'll just repack it and overnight it to you and refund you, because it was my fault. I put the wrong address. You're so welcome, guys. Excuse me. And I'm going to use Queen Mabe. Always the bending one. Yeah, we always are, especially like you're a Cancer sun. And I feel like you probably either have a lot of water in your chart or like a lot of emotional flow, as far as your you have a lot of mutable energy, right? And usually in those cases, we are the benders. Oh, the other one. Hello. I don't know which one of you is which, but I've spoken to both of you. So the other girl was just in here, and I explained the difference between being a psychic and a medium and all that other stuff. So I don't know which one you are, but I think I got it wrong because I spoke to the other girl as though she were the one I was thinking of in my head. So I'm so glad you guys came in. I really am, you ladies. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I was speaking to her as though she were you. I kind of thought you were both together. And that's where the difference between psychic and medium comes in. I'm able to deal with the dead. I work in energy. I can do videos with you and tell you what's attached to you, who's behind you. But I was explaining to the other girl that came in that if I don't really protect myself when I'm out in public, I ended up in like addiction. It got really bad for me, just leaving myself wide open. And that's why I always tell people, just come into the stream, because I know when someone says to you, I'm a medium, and you're like, oh, read me. And they're like, oh, I can't. It sounds weird. I know it does. But trust me, I'm going to read for you in just a minute. And I would like to get you set up with, I think I can. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I can help you with that. Our friend wrote a children's book, and she is looking for a publisher. And I just think that's so amazing. You guys know me with my books. Oh, you're so welcome. Yes. Super full blue moon in Pisces tonight, guys. Aunt Edna, renew thy force. Card number 3. This sounds more like an Aunt Edna type card. Yeah, Rhea, thank you so much for coming in. It's always awesome when I give my card out and people actually use it. Rest, recharge, Aunt Edna, and heal your energy. The sun and moon both retreat regularly before once again rising to reign gloriously over the sky. In just the same way, every queen needs downtime to recharge, regroup, revise her strategy, and renew her conscious commitment to her values. While taking action and moving forward are both commendable behaviors, if you don't stop and let yourself rest, your effectiveness will suffer, and you will do a disservice to yourself and to your realm. Aunt Edna, did you get your box? Crazy past. Yeah. On the external plane, the nature of rest is obvious. It's a mode of not doing rather than doing, but you're not being counseled to merely sit still or recline for a prescribed number of hours or days. Rhea, hold that thought. When I'm done with this reading, I'll comment on that. Rather, this card advises you to enter into the emotional and energetic vibration of dynamic renewal. To say this differently, imagine that you are going into a chamber of colored light, whatever color feels most healing to you at this time, where ethereal and luminescent fey creatures lovingly hover around you like fireflies, shoring up and fine-tuning your energy. In this place, your personal power and auric fields are perpetually optimized precisely according to your needs. This chamber of replenishment is a metaphor for the intentional vibrational state of vibrant and active renewal, but it's also something you can imagine as a functional inner construct that possesses a spiritual reality. Also, ask yourself what you want in each life area and contemplate actions you can take to help you manifest individual goals. Look at the stories you tell yourself about yourself and your desires and determine how to revise these stories to be even more powerful, joyful, and confident than ever before. And also, of course, when appropriate, sleep and dream. Before you sleep, you can set the intention to dream empowering dreams that untangle mysteries, shed light, and bestow profound wisdom and guidance upon you. When you wake, write down your dreams and any impressions they've left upon you. Take the time you need to sufficiently illuminate, clarify, and empower your inner world. Then, when you feel the inner nudge to rejoin the world of action, you will be a radiant conduit of energy, enthusiasm, and effectiveness. And okay, so we actually have talked before about you getting rest. Guys, don't mind me. You know me with my hair clips. About you getting rest, okay? Especially like you've had surgery recently. You need to get physical rest and you need to stop giving so much to others and keep a lot of that energy for yourself. Even if that sounds selfish, it's actually not, because you're helping yourself to heal in the long run. So you have more to give. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure because I had a little bit of issues with a couple of the boxes. So I'm so glad you got it. I hope it made you feel a little better after your surgery. This is talking about, and you may not even be aware of this, Anna, but you are becoming a little bit misaligned, okay, spiritually, as far as your divine guidance, the downloads you're receiving, messages from your ancestors. I mean, you're very good at picking up on those things. Bing, bang, boom. Like you hear a download, you're like me. You're like, okay, that didn't come from me. It came from A, B, or C. Let me act on it. Because of the physical issues that you've been having, which could be making you feel either less than or maybe just physically overwhelmed, tired, things like that, because you feel like you're not able to do as much as you were. You're not supposed to be doing all that in the first place. This was like a wake-up call for you to sit back and remember, practice what you preach. Self-care is not selfish, right? But you are falling a little tiny bit out of spiritual alignment, okay? And it is due to the physical illness. I see it happen all the time with people. I'll look at somebody that has like a broken pinky toe and they will be so misaligned. And I will just know it's a physical injury, a small one that has affected them so tremendously, because people usually aren't mindful of that, right? We don't think in terms of the physical connecting with the spiritual like that. An ear infection really messes with our ability to get downloads, things like that. Okay. Reconnect with your guides, your ancestors. Tonight is a great place to start because you can charge up your crystals and really start to work with them. You have moldavite. That's a really super duper important stone for you to start working with to get back into your spiritual self, that put that auric field of protection around you. Okay. So basically, this is not just talking about physical rest. It definitely is, but it's also talking about spiritual rest, spiritual reconnection when you're feeling so overwhelmed, you don't know which way is up. Just taking time out and saying, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. Boy, bye, girl, bye, bye, bye. I am going doing things for Edna now and getting that reconnection. So Rhea, yeah. What I normally do, like in public, I don't really do like you said, like type of readings. Like I'll pick up something real quick, but especially like when I have my little guy with me, it's not something that I really discuss. And it took me years and years and years to be able to learn how to do that. It actually took me years of falling into a really serious addiction where I almost died because I was so overwhelmed by the images that I was seeing. So what I'll normally do to connect with someone is I'll invite them in here, like I did with you, and I'll give them a 1-card reading. if you're interested in getting, like, I do 7 to 10 card readings, or I'll do like an hour-long video call with you where we will discuss the spiritual aspect. I will look at you and see what needs to be in alignment. I will look at you and see if you have negative attachments. I will look at you and see if you have ancestral or familial deceased around you. I do all that privately. And I know, like, it annoys a lot of people, but if you understood the process of it for me and how much it affects me when I'm out in public, I've had really severe breakdowns because of it. I remember one time in Spirit Halloween, I just went in the corner and started going like this. And my son thought I was playing hide and go seek, but actually I was on sensory overload. I don't know if you ever watched True Blood, but, like, you know, she walks around waitressing and she could hear the thoughts. Like, that will literally happen to me. You know what that's like, to be out and you could hear what everyone's thinking about you. It is really crazy. But I will be more than willing to help you. All you have to do is text me. You can ask anyone in here. I'm extremely reasonable with pricing. I give free readings, gifts all the time, free boxes of spiritual items all the time. It's not about the money. It's about the message. So let me give you one card. You're coming up in a couple readings, and then we can always talk privately. I will be back. I'm on vacation right now with my mom's. This is not my normal setup. I'm just hanging out in my mom's bedroom. I will be back to work, you know, regularly on September 6th. Yeah. And, you know, it's a really good thing to just have someone like me look at you. Because I can tell you, like, oh yeah, this thing is going to be a problem, and this is how we get rid of that, and this is what you'll need. And, you know, sometimes it's like this super duper long process, and sometimes it's like, oh, you just need to do this, you know. If you have any crystals, if you're into that kind of stuff, definitely put them outside tonight or on a window ledge that faces the moon, because we have a super blue moon in Pisces, and it will definitely charge. Thank you, New England Road. He said Gemma could charge twice as much as she does, and it would still be a reasonable price. You guys are so sweet. Love you, love you. I didn't see the list. Who's next?
You're fine. It's Josephine, but apparently she won't answer unless you say her name.
But we know she's here.
Yes.
She just does other things. I don't know, girl, what you get into, girl, but.
Hello, Robert.
Cuzzo. Oh, I will definitely tell her. She's watching my little guy right now. I'm actually in her room. Did you guys see this shamanic drum I got my mom?
It's so nice.
It came with the little. And I know y'all are going to ask me where I got it. And you know what I'm going to say.
East and west, south and north.
Temu.
Temu.
All right. No. You guys don't get it, do you? Sacred spiritual items, even when you get them from Temu, you don't just play with them. You could play like the wrong beat that you will call a spirit in, or someone else's spirit team who's like busy doing something else. My mom lives across the street from a funeral home. I am not trying to play around with that drum. Yeah, it was $17. Yeah. I'm telling you guys, if it's not electronics, I trust them. I trust Temu. I made something that now like 63 orders with them. And the cool thing about Temu is that you, Josephine, this is yours, honey, but you know I ramble. Excuse me. The good thing about Temu is that, like, if they send you something in each order, whether you order one thing or 15 things, you can take a picture of it and say, I simply don't want this. And they'll return your money as a Temu credit. No questions asked without having to return it. So technically, if you were the type of person that likes to take advantage of those types of things, you could return the most expensive thing from every order without having to send it back and get an immediate refund. I'm not suggesting you do that, but it's really good for if you do get something that's broken, or if you do get something that doesn't fit right or something like that. You know, they do take that very seriously, and it's easy for them because they make billions of dollars. Okay. Josephine, all aboard. Card number 7 in the Human Spirit Oracle. In the upright, by the way. Next stop, with so many causes, protests, and ideologies nowadays, Josephine, it's easy to hop aboard the newest trends and fund me campaigns. It's important to understand that not every cause, it's what's best for us all. Knowledge is power, and if you're feeling like hopping aboard a cause, have your facts, which in this day and age might be harder to find than you would think. It's great to be passionate for the world and to have a passion for change, but be sure it's the type of change that benefits all of humanity. By humanity, I mean the world and the earth as a whole, not just you, your family, or your neighborhood. We aren't saying don't mow your neighbor's lawn or don't volunteer at the co-op, but when a cause limits the rights of others or dictates the choices of people, then let's get knowledgeable about it and all the facts. Let's do our research from reputable sources, because Uncle Jesse is a great person, but how many books has he read in the last year? With social media blaring at you with what you should believe and support, it's hard to sometimes find the right track to the best train out of the station. So yeah, Tennille, you looked stunning. Like you've sent me pictures before. You're a natural beauty. You have an old-fashioned beauty to you, like a Marilyn Monroe beauty. But you looked, girl, I was digging it. Gorgeous. Josephine, I feel like you are at risk right now for being manipulated into doing something that you don't want to do, giving your money to something, giving your time, putting your effort into something. Okay. This has nothing to do with a romantic relationship. It could. I mean, maybe you met someone that you're interested in and the person's a part of, I don't want to mention any cult names like the woke cult or anything like that. But this person has very extreme ideas and ideals about things. And they could come into your life as someone maybe like me, like that you look to a little bit for help and for guidance, but they will immediately manipulate that, take advantage of it, twist it to either get your money, gain your trust, and then take something from you. This person is all about self. Okay. I do feel like it's a newer person. So it's not, oh my God, we got the other, all three of you came in. Yes. Welcome, Jessica. So this is not necessarily someone coming in from your past or even someone that you know. In the next week or two, Josephine, I want you to be very, very careful to, like if something sounds super interesting to you, like if someone wants you to join some group or give your money to donate to this, that, or the other thing, I know it's hard to say no right there on the spot when someone's like, look at these orphan kids, and the kids are right there. But, get the facts behind it, because I feel like somebody is trying to con you. And I feel like it could be like the long con. Like you have no idea that this person, it's like those women who end up marrying FBI agents and really they turn out to be con artists who are married to like 17 other women and they never worked a day in their life. Like you have that type of con job energy coming in. So if there's somebody new in your life that has tremendously helped you recently or even helped you a little bit, be very careful and be mindful of the tables turning. Okay. And this person starting to ask for more and more in return. You are better off doing things on your own. Please be very careful about this. This is rampant these days, Josephine. And I don't want you to get sucked into this because you've already pulled out of such a lower vibrational relationship and you've dealt with the narcissistic personality. And I would hate to see you be taken advantage of and used in this way.
Okay. You did, Josephine. 1 second here. Now you can do Jules and Samantha, her daughter, I guess, right?
Okay. Miss Jules, since you're dealing with a fae, I don't want to say infestation, but so Jess and Rhea, just hang on. Since you guys are new, like I said, you'll be skipped up and you won't have to wait. So just hang out a little bit and we will get right to you. Miss Pammy, I hope. Yeah. Pam, you can message me. I mean, I'm on vacation, so I'm not working as much. So I probably have more time to help you figure it out. I just feel like, well, I'll tell you privately, but I just feel like your stick to itness, like your resolve, and it's no shade on you. I'm not blaming you. I just feel like you have to strengthen your resolve, honey, and you have to storm through it. You're welcome, Josephine. Love, light, and peace to Pammy Smith, our Pamcake, okay? Miss Jules, I'm using fairy wisdom.
Can I interrupt you real sec? When you get done with Jules, I want you to go ahead and do the 2 new ones for you.
Yeah, that's good.
Sorry about that.
Not today, but I'll explain. I think he worked late last night, so he may not have been around today, maybe resting or whatever. Jules, you got card number 45, and that's the card of Ivy. Keyword, finances. Fairies have no need to worry about their finances. They just trust that they'll be provided for, and so they are. Trust has a lot to do with the finances of humans also, asking and then trusting that things will work out for you, open to pathway for good to come your way. This is a time when financial issues are at a head in your life. There are opportunities opening up for you. Keep your eyes open and be willing to check out any offers that come your way, Jules. The universe knows what you need and will provide if you stay grounded in faith. Look carefully at how you use the money that is given to you. Do you use it wisely? Are you saving some each month, paying bills on time? If you find yourself resenting bill paying, then change your attitude and face it with joy. Thank Spirit that you are able to pay your bills. Send each payment out with a blessing attached that, quote, every person who comes in contact with this money be blessed, end quote. Finances will surely take a turn for the better. Have trust and believe. Chant, Mother, Father, God, I ask for your divine intervention on my behalf. I ask for the perfect solution. I ask for the perfect timing for the manifestation of the solution. I am willing to accept your guidance and your wisdom, and I expect the miracles, which are a demonstration of your love. So be it. Find a penny today. Yeah, definitely changing your tune. No, New England Dirt Roadie, they do not. Well, the actual vacation's coming on the 10th, right? So yeah. And my mom lives at the beach, so. Jules, this could very well be about your finances, but I think there's like more of a deeper issue here where you could be falling into the trap. And if you haven't yet, good, because you can be mindful of having it not happen. So of this trap of like feeling like nothing is going your way, no matter how hard you try. And I think so many of us feel that way on a regular basis, right? We always feel like there's nothing we do that's good enough. Things are never going right. There's always something standing in our way. And this is the universe saying you have to change your mindset. If all you're focused on is the negative, all you will see is negative. You seem to be in very positive spirits, very vibrant lately. And I absolutely love that. So I would be worried that something or someone is coming in to try to bring that down. Now, as far as finances are concerned, I do feel like you could run into some trouble in the next week or two if you're not mindful of like where you're putting your money. What are you giving your money to, right? Are you taking care of someone else first and like your rent can wait because this person needs gas money to get to work? Like whatever the case may be, make sure that you are not giving either your money or your energy, like anything to other people before you give it to yourself. Okay. You have to take for yourself before you can give to others. You are going to be depleted. I feel like there could be someone coming in with a sob story. I'm seeing like the please, sir kind of thing. And, you know, you don't want to say no. Like I was just saying to Josephine, like it's hard to say no to someone right in their face, right? Because if you have $5 on you and the person's asking for 50 cents, but still, I always say, if you have $1 million, you don't have to lend someone $1. It doesn't matter. You don't have to. I feel like someone is trying to come in and manipulate you either into investing. I don't know why I'm getting an investment opportunity, which is so weird. Or just trying to convince you that like, you know, your rent or your mortgage can wait because their phone bill is more important. I don't know. Keep your eye on your money. Keep your eye on your wallet. Keep an eye on your belongings. Now you were just burgled, so I'm sure you're more vigilant than normal, but don't lose track of that, okay? Because for whatever reason, the universe wants you to remain vigilant over your stuff, over your things, and over your finances. I'm also getting like a control, like somebody feels like they have the right to your money or your possessions. That's so weird. I don't know who that would be, but someone's like, oh, you spent XYZ on clothes. Like you, like why, you know, like questioning you about what you're doing with your hard-earned money. And it's like, honestly, that person needs to get lost and you need to tell them to get lost. Step into your power. What do I always say? Don't just create boundaries, enforce boundaries. Okay. This person has no business being in your financial business. All right, Rhea and Jess. I'm going to do Rhea first because she was in first.
Wait, do Samantha.
Oh, Samantha. Yes. Sorry.
That's all right.
I always forget because I don't see her name in here.
I know.
All right. So for Samantha, we're going to use the signs of the times. Then Rhea, then Jess.
Yes, boss.
Firefly, it is the card of wonder, Miss Samantha. Card number 44. Smoochy, smoochy. Samantha, fireflies sprinkle wonder and magic into even the most mundane moments, like taking out the trash or coming home late from work. Just one flickering glimpse of that fairy light can make you feel like a child again. Allow your imagination to take you away as you explore creative projects and new ways of approaching routine chores. Some believe creativity is only reserved for certain people, but everyone has the ability to access that power. Attend a paint and sip, experiment with cooking, or create something for your own enjoyment. Get inspired any way you can. This card is a nudge to pay attention. The universe may be transmitting new ideas or flashes of inspiration your way. Write down anything that comes to mind. Don't be surprised if your creative endeavors are being noticed. Let this be motivation for you to continue to create magic in the ways that make you happy. Additional meanings: express yourself via creative artistic activities, see things through the lens of a child, find wonder in the small things, attention to your creative gifts. So Samantha, I don't know if you're artistically creative like your mom, but if you are, keep doing what you're doing, because if you're looking to sell your art or something like that, now is definitely the time where that dream could become a reality, right? This is boding really well for you getting your work out there, even if it's writing, right? I always say, like, I have the artistic talent of a slug, but when it comes to writing, I am a badass, right? I am humble bragging, I'm just saying. It took me a long time to be able to say that about myself, right? On the other hand, too, I feel like you could be becoming overwhelmed. You could be becoming overwhelmed as well. And I always say this, like this, that's so general. I know a lot of us are overwhelmed and bogged down with life right now, but in your case specifically, the universe is trying to show you little signs, you know, like a firefly or a download in your head, like, hey, it's going to be all right when you're feeling your lowest. And you know, that's not your voice, right? Your ancestors are forming this like close knit glove like space around you to try to fit around you and comfort you at this time in your life, whether you know you need it or not. The fact of the matter is, though, you have to let them know that you know they're there, because spirit can only help if they're called in, and even then they can only do so much, right? So I can ask my guides to help me with something. They can provide opportunity for me to become rich, but they can't just hand me $10 million, right? They're not allowed to. They can't mess with free will, but they can move things around so that the right opportunities and people come in. And I feel like if you start acknowledging their help that they're already giving you right away, you are going to start to see these amazingly incredible opportunities that you never thought possibly could happen to you start happening in the next week or two. Oh, thank you guys. Not porn. Adult graphic novels. That's our Julie girl. All right, now Rhea, and I'm going to use the Deep, Dark, and Dangerous deck for you. Nomeo! What's up, boo? Samantha, I do feel like you are getting, I'm seeing like, Jessica, don't be scared. It's okay. Samantha, you're getting like,
scared. Be very scared.
You should write down thoughts that come into your mind that you know aren't yours. And just like ideas you have, like the crazier they seem, the more reason for you to write them down, because they could make sense at a later date. All right. Don't be scared, Jessica. It's all right. I'm a professional. All right. This is Miss Rhea. All right. You got the card of discipline, the Myrmidon, and it's card number 30, and it is, I believe, a dangerous. All right, Rhea, develop or engage your self-discipline. Use your will to get a difficult task completed. Work together as a team. There's a time to go solo and a time to work with others to achieve a goal. Developing self-discipline can also assist with learning and leadership. Embody the change you wish to see. Among the most powerful fighting forces in the ancient world were the men that fought under the great demigod Achilles at Troy. The other Greeks were said to be amazed at this group of brave, identically dressed soldiers who fought without fear, had incredible discipline, and were as numerous as ants. These men were known as the Myrmidons, from the word for ant. There are a number of myths concerning the origin of such men. The most well-known is that they were originally from an island called Aegina, which was named after a lover of Zeus, and so his wife Hera decided to wreak some revenge on the inhabitants. I think it meant wreak. After all, the king of the island was a son of Zeus. Hera sent a plague to kill all of the inhabitants, and she killed almost everyone except for the king and his sons, who had prayed to Zeus for help. Zeus agreed that the king needed people to rule and saw that the island's ants had not been affected by the sickness. Zeus transformed the ants into people, and they were referred to as the Myrmidons. Like ants, these transformed people were fierce, strong, and intensely loyal to each other and to their leader. The king's sons, Peleus and Telamon, ended up being exiled from the island by their father, but each took a fighting force of brown-armored Myrmidons with them. The first son of Peleus was Achilles, who inherited a fighting force of Myrmidons that he led and fought beside. The combination of the outer worldly strength and speed of Achilles and the efficiency and obedience of his forces made Achilles unbeatable on the beaches of Troy. Sadly, they could not save their leader from being shot in his only vulnerable spot, his heel, and killed. While developing discipline seems an unfashionable process in today's world, there's no doubt that having self-discipline develops character and assists with time management and the achievement of goals. In some ways, paradoxically, developing schedules that guide us enable us to have more freedom and time, not less. Plant companion is the peony. So for the next week or two, peony. And your crystal companion, if I were home, I would be able to show you what it is, but I'm not, is bronzite. So if you want to look that up, you can get a tumble stone of bronzite at East Meets West, probably for like $3 or less. All right. So Rhea, here's the thing. I feel like there's a lot here. I feel like there's a part of you that is like, I keep hearing in my head, like, I'm so tired of fighting. You know, like that person who everyone's like, but you're so strong. And you're thinking to yourself, yeah, but that's because I have to be, and I don't want to effing be strong anymore. Like, I'm getting that type of vibe, but I'm also getting a vibe from you where it's like, you're not going to give up. You have these goals, you have these things you want to achieve, you have certain things that you'll put up with and certain things that you won't. You're good with enforcing boundaries. However, I do feel like there's a certain situation and or relationship in your life with a person who makes you feel very unsure about those things, right? They make you second guess yourself when normally maybe you wouldn't be doing that or doing that as much, right? Because we all second guess ourselves. I feel like this is the universe telling you, like, you are a mother effing soldier. Like, don't let a mere mortal try and knock you down and take you down or make you feel like you're doing something wrong for trying to be the responsible one, right? What this card is saying too is like, yeah, work in a group. That's fine. As long as the rest of the people in the group are pulling their weight, you have the right to call out someone who doesn't know how to act or who's putting extra stress or pressure on you. I think we want to be so polite nowadays that it's become like rude to tell somebody that they're being an a-hole or to tell someone that they're not pulling their own weight or to tell someone that they're putting too much pressure on you, right? Setting boundaries is totally fine until you go to enforce them. Then you're all different, every name in the book. This card is saying, don't give up the struggle. And in fact, double your efforts, because if you do that, you are going to achieve whatever this one main thing you want. It may take a little while. We all have to work hard to get to where we need to be. But I feel like even though you feel like you've had to go through so much more than anyone else or than most people, and you have to like doubly work hard, you do. That's because you're proving to the universe right now everything that you can take. So you prove to the universe that you can withstand so much. And guess what? The universe will start moving, like I said to Jules, people, places, and things around to put these incredibly amazing opportunities better than anything you could have ever imagined. So if you dream of doing one thing and being one thing, it's like something a million times better, because the universe is going to say, okay, this person didn't fold, this person didn't bend. And as for whoever this is in your life trying to make you second guess your choices, They need to reevaluate their own life, because let me tell you something, whether you're aware of this or not, this person does not have their stuff together. This person is feeding off of other people. Okay. This person is, giving you advice on how to do something, they're giving you advice on how to live a certain way or how to do a certain thing. And really, they've never put the work in. They've never actually done it. Maybe, like on a little bit of a layer of it, right? But they haven't worked as hard as you. Know more about this than them, and they need to really shut their mouth, honestly. And you have the right to say that in a nice way. You can confront someone without being confrontational. And I think the time has come for you to just be like, listen, I appreciate your advice, but either help out or get out of my way, because this person is slowing you down. This person is causing mental confusion. This person is not helping you at all. Whether you care for them or not, whatever type of relationship this is, whether you like them as a friend, you think they're a good human being, it doesn't matter. They are slowing you down. They are baggage. All right, Jess, and then we'll get back to our list. You guys are so sweet. Johnny Yuma, make sure you listen, because we did call you last week. I think you just missed us. We were having a lot of issues last week. Girl, calm down. It's okay. I got you. Don't worry. Us Jersey girls got to stick together. And then I offered to read you at the end because I felt so bad, but you had already gone. All right, Jess, I'm going to use shadows and light. Oh, and yeah, you really, Jessica, I actually don't use love decks in one card readings. Now, sometimes love will definitely come into it. But I purposely don't do that, because I feel like, so many people focus on that like I want to give like different messages of like other things that are going on. And if love is really involved, or like something to do with a romantic relationship, it'll come through no matter what the cards are. So good luck with that. Yeah, I want to make sure you get your reading, Johnny. Yeah, I have special decks for love readings. I'll do shorts, one card short for a love reading, but I think that there's so much focus on that it really does take away from our everyday life. Love is love. It's meant to be, it's contracted in, and there's really not much we can do about it after that fact. Ria, like I said, I'm back to work on the 6th, so you can text me. I write text only because I'm a writer, so I always have my ringer off. If it was ringing while I was writing, it would completely throw me off. Oh my God. You guys saw me shuffle this, right? You got Strange Valentine. Love is strange. Johnny, that's good to know, because I thought that you were mad with us. Don't worry. We'll see what's up, Jessica. That's just so funny. Like, when have I ever pulled this card, guys? Love doesn't always look like we thought it would. Thank goodness. It's in the strange and surprising that the sweetest loves can be found, as this odd little pair have found, much to each one's joy, comfort, and delight. When this lovely pair, Strange Valentine, comes to visit, you're about to be gifted with love, romance, and friendship from an unexpected or even an unusual place. Don't let differences keep you apart, because they are what is drawing you together. And when you are as delicate and fragile as you can be, someone as strong and protective as this gorgeous, friendly Yeti can be just what you need. They speak. You have an enormous amount of cosmic help at the moment, and it's all focusing on one area of your love life. You will soon receive very good news regarding a relationship. You'll also do a lot of work on healing old wounds from past relationships, especially past long-term serious relationships. Now, some of this news may not seem so great at the time, but please give yourself a chance to absorb the lessons, because you're moving into a beautiful new phase of your romantic life where you will be free to create a wonderful new love life for yourself, coming very soon. Divination message: you may experience a massive surge in emotional energy and new romantic beginnings. So it's very likely you'll attract, encounter, or simply bump into someone who reawakens long lost feelings inside of you, even though they may not be your quote unquote type. Hooray. You'll wake up feeling bright, aware, dynamic, and sometimes giddy with delight. This is very good news. Love is indeed strange and wonderful. So, okay. Now, this isn't necessarily saying, though, the person that you have on your mind, like when you think of your romantic relationship, like that one romantic relationship, if you have someone in mind, don't put all your cards or all your eggs in that basket, okay? Because what I'm seeing with that person, unfortunately, is emotional insecure. emotional immaturity. And it's not looking like, it's looking like you're definitely meant to experience being with this person to whatever degree that is, right? But all of the relationships in our life, love relationships and otherwise, we meet these people so that we can learn lessons and move on. It's the people that we're in the fifth dimension with, charting our path and writing our contracts out and all that, our soul mates, and there are many, who decide when to be in our lives and when to leave our lives and when to come in. And those are the connections that most affect us. What this card is saying is, whatever's going on in your love life or in this relationship now, if you're feeling in any way unsure about it, like if you, just for an example, I'm not saying the person is lying, but just for an example, if you happen to feel like this person might be lying, but you can't prove it, that's your intuition. This is universe saying, yes, they are, they're emotionally immature. Their love language is like nothing but physical touch. You have a hard time communicating with them, and you just feel like you care about them. You like them, whatever the case may be. It's not that you think poorly of them. It's just deep down, you just feel there's something off. There's something off here in this energy, whether you feel it or not. In the next week or two, you probably are going to start noticing a difference. It may be painful. This relationship is probably not one that's going to be long lasting. But what I will tell you, the lessons you are going to learn from this relationship, no matter how long or short the relationship is, are going to propel you into better quality relationships with better quality people in the very near future. Also, if you have any wounds that need to be healed from past romantic relationships, I mean, romantic or otherwise, but since this card is focusing on love, just like you said it was going to, that's so crazy. I would work on understanding that we are here to learn lessons from one another and move on. I mean, I know that sounds so simplistic because who can do that? Your heart gets involved. I'm a Pisces. Trust me. I know I'm a Pisces Libra. I know it. But the fact of the matter is, the quicker we learn these lessons, the quicker we can move on and make sure that these things don't happen again to us. I just turned 40 and I finally understand my worth, what I deserve, and what I will not put up with. It took that long because I wasn't aware of all of this. I cut myself off from spirit and from the universe for so long that I'm like just coming into emotional maturity. I feel like you have a lot of emotional maturity right now, but you're dealing with someone who likes to pretend to have it. They can talk a big game, right? But at the end of the day, they're not for you. You deserve way better, and you're going to learn that pretty quickly. What I would take from this message if I were you is go with your gut. If they tell you something and you immediately, for whatever reason, think liar, they're lying. That's your instinct, your intuition. I don't know what your sun sign is, but it's probably ultra intuitive sign.
Private chat.
I already answered that.
Did you?
I said, I believe he worked late last night.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know you looked. All good. I'm sorry.
No worries. Who's next?
I must have clicked it twice. Smoochie, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Jessica, are you a water sign, a water sun sign? I mean, it really depends on your chart, but definitely text me, ladies. Jessica, that intuition is there. Okay, Aquarius air is definitely there for a reason. And the sooner in our lives we learn to follow that intuition, the much better our lives will be. Like, we don't like to follow our intuition because it's like, okay, you can accuse someone of cheating all you want because your gut is telling you so. And the person will be like, where's your proof? And you feel like, well, I can't break up with this person because I think they might. No, your intuition is fact. Your intuition is your higher self nudging you and telling you what's going on. Take your intuition as fact all the time. Don't ever second guess it. And that's really hard. But if you learn that when you're young, you will have a much better and much more peaceful life. Yeah, that's what I said. Aquarius air. Thanks, Mike. She has water sign energy though. Like if you meet her face to face, maybe a lot of water in your chart. Like the twins, I said to them, you've got to have a ton of water in your chart. And they said, we definitely do, because they're fire suns, but they just don't give fire energy. Aquarius are very intuitive. You're very welcome, ladies. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming in and getting a reading and hanging out. I really do appreciate that. You said you were going to come in and you did, and that never happened. So, all right, Miss Smoochie, let's do it. You lady, guys, you're getting nuts. What is going on? Okay. Unicorn, Miss Smooch. Mosquitoes. Eric M., what's up? Matilda. Hi, Bob.
I was just going to say hi, Bob. Mr. Birkins.
Hi, I'm Gemma. I lose oracle books when I'm middle of reading. Okay, you got the unicorn. There she is. Smoochie, the unicorn is typically regarded as a kind and gentle creature. This is how most people know him, as this is the side that he normally shows. There's no denying, however, that he's actually a powerful wild beast with a long, sharp horn, and he's capable of killing lions. To confront and kill a lion requires not only adequate weaponry, but also a tremendous amount of courage and a warrior spirit. Thus, it is remarkable that such a strong and formidable beast as the unicorn also interacts so gently with the most delicate of people. He has a pronounced sense of right and wrong. All of his actions are intentional rather than haphazard. He acts with purpose, and this purpose is chivalry. The unicorn stands for moral goodness, his battle against the lion symbolizing good versus evil. This duality is central to the Christian worldview that permeated medieval Europe. The female virgin was regarded as the icon of innocence and purity, which the unicorn adores and protects. The unicorn's white color symbolizes moral cleanliness, a lack of any black marks. He is an archetype of innocence. Innocence in this sense meaning a lack of guilt, not a lack of knowledge. The unicorn is in fact very wise. His legendary healing power suggests that he can lead people toward goodness. In keeping with the concept of goodness and purity, the unicorn is known as a symbol of virtue. According to Christian tradition, the 7 heavenly virtues are chastity, temperance, charity, diligence, patience, kindness, and humility. An alternative list of virtues associated with Catholicism is prudence, justice, temperance, courage, faith, hope, and charity. These are opposed to the 7 deadly sins, which are lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, envy, and pride. The unicorn acts to protect those who are virtuous and to attack those who are sinful. He is honest and honorable. He is the epitome of upstanding citizen. He is a good Samaritan, the role model. His gentleness is not due to weakness, but strength. It sounds a lot like you as a human being. The unicorn archetype can stand for a good person and also a religious person. Now, I know you're not a religious person. Don't get triggered. This creature can indicate piety and one's relationship with God. With regards to other religions, he can signify spiritual awareness in general. And I think that's what we're talking about here. Just your overall spiritual awareness, the sense of what's around you at all times and when. Any person represented by the unicorn is highly moralistic, humanistic, spiritual, truthful, yet tactful, and devoted to a good cause. This person may appear meek, but he is wise and will swiftly take arms if someone mistreats him or his loved ones. His greatest desire is for peace in the world. This sounds like my friend Donna. That woman is so sweet and loving, but you mess with like me or like her friends and family, she turns into a pit bull. Like she will transform right before your very eyes. It's insane.
Hey, she's still here. If she still wants to read, let me know.
Okay. Mama, are you here? Oh, thank you. Thank you guys. You guys are so sweet.
Hello,
I cut my
Mr.
makeup routine in half and you guys are like, you're so beautiful. Okay. Smoochie, what this card is saying is you are not wrong. Okay. So whatever fight you're fighting right now, even if it's only in your head, even if you're looking at someone and thinking you are a lying piece of poop, like looking at someone, just listening to them. Yep. I see you literally sitting and I see it outside. You're under the moon. You have a few people around you and this person is talking and everyone's like wowed by them. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, they're, that's so cool. Oh my God. And you're just looking at this person, like biting your tongue to the point where it's going to bleed, because you know that this person is full of crap. You can call them out easily, but you choose not to. It's like, why you're not going to waste your energy proving that this person is false. Like they're just going to prove it themselves. And that's where this card is coming in the next week or two for you. Pick your battles wisely and make sure lying poopily. Yes. I was waiting for the right time to use the word poopily. I never forgot it. We make up words on the Gemma Jade show. Pick your battles and make sure the battles that you're choosing to get involved in are winnable. If you're, if you know that, I'm just using this as an example, I'm not saying it's happening, but if you know that your beloved best friend in the whole world's partner is cheating on them, you'll know your best friend enough to know whether or not they're actually going to leave this person or whether it's just going to be information you give them to cause more problems with yours and their relationship once their significant other finds out that you said something. Do you know what I'm saying? Make sure that, honestly, this sounds selfish, but Spirit's not showing it to me that way. Spirit's showing it to me like this is just you protecting yourself. Make sure that you pick your battles, choose your battles wisely in the next week or two. Maybe it's better to sit silent and let this person expose themselves rather than you expending energy on this piece of garbage who isn't going to change. And it's really at this moment in time not going to change the situation anyway. So it's like, why bother? Like, put your beautiful, gorgeous, glowing energy elsewhere. I'm your best friend in the whole world. Thank you. Thank you, wifey. Okay. I just have to keep moving around, guys, so my legs don't get cramped, but I'm still here. And just for all the new people, this is not my normal setup. I have actually like professional background and microphone and all that stuff in my office at home. So, all right, who's next?
Yeah, she leaves the shanks and stuff at the house.
Most of the new people in here are other Jersey girls. Okay,
I know. That's why I said what I said.
They know exactly what we're about. You're welcome, Smooch. Next. Who is it? I'm sorry.
Vixen.
Vixen Doe. I'm going to use the Celtic Spirit. I'm so excited. My aunt's taking RJ for the day tomorrow. I finally get to do yoga because my mom watches him whenever I ask her to, but I don't like asking her like all day. I know he's a handful. So as soon as I get back home next week, I'm going to be doing weekly shorts, 1-card pulls with the Oracle, maybe even try out some tarot. I'm going to be doing weekly or bi-weekly crystals, incense suggestions for, whatever we're feeling for each sign. I got so much that I want to do with shorts. You guys have been so supportive and I really appreciate it. We are talking about haunted mirrors, why mirrors could be haunted, examples of situations where mirrors were haunted. I have a lot to say on that subject. So that's Monday's video. And if you're waiting for a September reading, it's only because I went on this little hiatus that you didn't get it, but I did not forget anyone and definitely I'm going to get those done next week. Mushi, that's why I love you. She goes, I'm a New Orleans lady. We know our shanks. What was her name? Oh, I used to know it by heart because of American Horror Story. The Voodoo Queen. This is really going to bother me, guys.
Sheba.
No.
Not Sheba?
No. No, the New Orleans Voodoo Queen.
I thought that was Sheba.
Marie Laveau.
Laveau, okay.
I only know it because American Horror Story. All right, Vixen Doe, you got Tree Spirit, card number 10, Strength, Growth, and Stability from the Celtic Spirit Oracle. All right, Mike J. Guys, don't leave us unless you get a reading if you want one, okay? Vixen Doe. I haven't used these cards in so long. It's so awesome. The tree spirits are amazing allies to work with. They symbolize strength and groundedness by showing us how to put down roots, which creates a strong platform for anything to grow well. Trees teach us to grow in a sustainable manner, slow and steady. They never rush anything, and if they come across obstacles, they simply work around them slowly and overcome them. I don't know what I just did, guys. Hold on. I dropped the book. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm a professional. I call in tree spirits to help me to learn to slow down and grow my business sustainably or do things in a sustainable manner that won't burn out. that won't burn me out. I call on them when I feel vulnerable or overwhelmed and ask for their strength, balance, and guidance. They never let me down. When was the last time, Vixen Doe, you sat under a tree? When was the last time you tried to connect to a tree? Maybe never. How do we connect? Simply be in their presence. Ask for their help, their guidance. I find imagery is how they connect to me. So have you ever closed your eyes and take notice of images that come to you? Guys, this is the best way to see what spirit is showing you. Okay? Even if you're, and this is how I always recommend, ooh, my knee just popped. I'm 40. I recommend when you want to connect with a tree, you put your hand on it, you close your eyes, and then you just let the images flow through you, right? That you can do this in your everyday life too without connecting to nature, like just connecting to your guides and getting guidance from them. Close your eyes. You don't have to like get into a meditative state. Just close your eyes and listen. And you're going to get thoughts that you're like, where did that come from? It came from your guides. Pay attention to it. Write it down. If it doesn't make sense now, write down every crazy, random, seemingly random thought that comes into your head for 2 weeks. Go back and read it, and it will all start to make sense. So Vixen Doe, you're being called to connect with nature in this way. By drawing this card, the trees are reaching out to you. Is there a tree you can sit under and be in its presence? Can you go to the botanical gardens or somewhere quiet with the trees and really be present with them? Whatever they're trying to tell you right now, they always work from a place of calm and quiet. They move slowly and steadily, so this itself may be the answer you seek. The trees, like the legendary world tree of many different civilizations, keep the worlds bound together. If we were to cut down every tree on earth, the links would be severed. The veils are thinning due to the amount of logging. So it is vitally important after the trees that we look after the trees in every way possible. The Celtic tree calendar is a great place to start with learning more about trees and what they have to offer us. This was life-changing for me. I hate when the oracle person talks in the deck. Like, I don't know. I just think it's cringe. It could just be me. I want to do my own oracle deck. Lord knows I have enough selfies on Facebook. And I really do. If Monica Louv can do it with tarot, and I'm nothing against Monica Louv, but her deck is a little cringe for me. That's why I don't own it. You know, she has herself like, she's like the princess. And it's like, I don't know. Vixen Doe, take a harp to the park. And you know what? If you can do that, that would be absolutely incredible. Okay. You really do need to connect with I'm not only getting tree spirit right now, I'm getting nature spirit. So the fae are involved here. There is some message. There is something overwhelming you in your life right now. Again, very general. We're all being overwhelmed by something or another. But I feel like the answer is literally right there. Like you have somehow made a connection with a nature spirit or with a tree spirit. You probably aren't even aware of it. So with that connection, the answers you seek are right at your fingertips. The problem is you don't know the connections there. You will know if you take the harp to the park, if you go sit under some sort of beautiful, it could be a raggedy, dingy little tree. But I would say go under one that's beautiful, blooming, full. Go into a park or any kind of wooded area or space. Like Long Island Bigfoot and I are going to go explore behind my house, probably towards the end of September. I'm so excited about that. Go where you're called. Don't have a plan. And you will end up sitting under a tree or putting your hand on a tree and just listening, okay? The answers you seek are there. And I'll tell you what, once you do this and you make that connection and get that advice or that message, it could become like an addiction. Be careful. Like when I have to really watch when I go to my spirit guides, because I can go there for so much information and never have to work hard. But if I don't do the work, I don't learn the lessons. And there are so many times where I'm just tempted to just say, just give me the answer. Right. But I don't do that because I went my whole life being a complete crap show, poop show, because I didn't learn the lessons. Val SWPA, what is up, girl? Who's next?
Cindy Norse.
Mama
Sorry.
Cindy. Yes, Smoochie. Well, that was the thing, right? I was talking about how behind my house is all those woods, and I got lost in them one time and accidentally channeled a Sasquatch. And I know they're back there. And I know they're back there because there's certain areas back there that have these warning signs, but they just say warning. They don't say anything else. So what are they warning us about? I don't know. So Long Island Bigfoot's like, listen, we could stream it or we can put a video together of it. And he's really good with the wild animals and probably in not getting lost. Like I always get lost out there. So we're going to go out there and look for We're going to go out there and look for Sasquatches, and we're going to look for Fae, and we're just going to go out there because there's also a lot of dead back there as well. And I feel like if we stream it, like when he streamed that deer walking him through the woods, I feel like so many people saw exactly what I saw. Like there were dark spirits, and I feel like the deer was trying to move him away from those spirits. All right, Mama Cindy, what's up, Paradox Fossils? Mama Cindy, let's do the fairy tale. Yeah, we'll probably grab some lunch. There's a diner down the street, and then go and have some fun. It'll get me out a little bit, and we'll get some shorts out of it, and we'll just have a good time and bring you guys in on the conversation. Oh, thank you, Miss Val. Val says someone with your capabilities, Sasquatch hunting would be awesome to watch. That's what Long Island Bigfoot kind of said. He's like, why don't we just do it together? Because he knew, like I was saying, that I was scared of going back there because when I channeled the Sasquatch, it was an accident, and there were so many dead. There was so much darkness. The Glimmer Man, I saw. That's where I saw it. Mike J, what's going on? Is it like your cell phone, a house phone? Is it a business phone? Oh, you got the cover card, honey. The little match girl. Squatch in shorts. I actually came across, I didn't use it because I felt that the people that I write for were going to think it was too unbelievable. But I came across several real encounter stories for the ghostwriting project that I do of Sasquatch that were wearing clothes. And I was like, there's no way they're going to think I made this up off the top of my head and the stories have to be real. And I didn't do it, but I came across so many out there. I don't know where that came around. All right. The little match girl, card number 19. Now, you mountain folk. If this tale teaches us nothing else, it's to empathize with the little match girl. A spare and bleakly beautiful tale, the little match girl moves amongst her township. With bare feet, her 2 large slippers lost in the dash to avoid carriage wheels, one stolen, one lost, she has a bundle of matches to sell on New Year's Eve, and she can't return home without money or she will be beaten. The weather is cruel. She's freezing, starving, and on the verge of death. Yet instead of bitterness and hatred, she strikes the match one by one. And with each struck match comes a vision of familial love, the presence of her grandmother, food and warmth and comfort and love. Everything she lacks lives in the flame, and she is utterly alone except for the visions the matches bring to her and the escape she makes into the arms of her grandmother. She dies. The terrible sadness of this tale is a deliberate call to action on behalf of the writer Hans Christian Andersen. And as an oracle, this card calls you to not turn away from the hardships and sadness you see others suffering. Also, remember they're just as you, only less fortunate and blessed in that moment. It also speaks of the resilience of the human spirit and the necessity of the flame of love, which we must light and light again. It's the treasure of memories and the visions and dreams of loved ones that can bring us so much comfort. Remember that you have within you the source of warmth of light, and within you is all you need to recall and bring forth family and love and beauty. So draw on your visions, the imaginings, and the memory, even when you suffer, and you'll find a way through. This is also a call to action to offer some kind of assistance for those people, children, animals who need you to share good fortune or warmth. Ultimately, the story reminds us that coldness will kill, and warmth, the flame of love, either can keep us alive or help us reach a new life together. This is also a card that reminds us that children, especially those who suffer, can teach us a great deal about fortitude, courage, and love. Nikki! Okay. Cindy, this is kind of a serious message. And I mean, I give serious messages, but I try to lighten it up a little bit. This one is a little bit hard to lighten up in your case. So either you, and I don't think it is you, or someone you're close to, or at least someone you know is struggling with something. Now, it could be addiction. They could be in an abusive relationship. There's something going on with this person. They could be struggling with depression or ideation of unaliving themselves. I don't even know how to say that on YouTube without getting myself in trouble, with not wanting to be on earth anymore, right? I feel like you may be in a position where either you're not sure if that's what's going on, so you don't want to be like accusatory to this person, or you feel like, well, they're an adult, it's not my place to say anything. Here's the message, okay? I always say this all the time, right? Love is the key. Self-deleting, thank you. Love is the key to everything. Love is the answer to everything. There is nothing in this world that love cannot fix. Nothing at all. And I know that for an absolute fact because spirit tells me that all the time. I'm with 3 to 4 dead at any given moment of any given day, and we hang out and we chill. And the one thing that they all regret is not loving enough, not allowing themselves to be loved. There is someone in your life who need someone to love them right now. Cindy, fortunately or unfortunately, you're being called to do this. So this doesn't mean come in with a Superman cape and save them. It doesn't mean enable them if giving them money is going to hurt them. What it means is letting them know that you're there. I feel like the reason this is coming to you, and if you have no idea what I'm talking about, again, you will in the next week or two. The reason this is coming to you is because I feel like there are a lot of people around you that are just like, well, I'm done. I'm done with this person. I can't do this anymore. Blah, 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 blah. And you're getting there. And the universe is telling you don't give up because you are going to make a huge difference in this person's life just by showing kindness. Okay. Also, hold on, because I had another message come in and I lost it for a second. This card is also talking, Cindy, about a choice. Okay. A choice that you need to make. And I feel like you're wanting to make this choice out of love. You want to make this choice because you love this person, whatever they may be going through. Like, it doesn't matter to you. Even if this is a different, separate situation, it could be a different situation from the person struggling and suffering, because we all are struggling and suffering, but you know what I mean? Okay, your granddaughter. So there's another message here, though. It's like, make sure that even when you're angry, as human beings, we get angry. There's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't mean you're less of a person. Just make sure in the next week or two, you're way more careful than normal. Like, you're actually like mindful of your words, okay? To make sure that everything you say is spoken in and with love, okay? Because I hate saying this because it's so serious, and I'm so sorry to have to give you this message, but it could be make or break for this person, what comes out of your mouth specifically. And again, this doesn't mean enabling an addict. This doesn't mean letting a thief live in your house. This doesn't mean giving people money. This just means letting someone know that they're not alone and you're willing to help them on your terms. That's it. Even if they curse you out, even if they don't understand, even if they don't believe you, even if they call you a liar because you won't give them $10 to get straight. Like, it doesn't matter. The universe just wants you to put it out there because it is a seed that's going to be planted in their head. And when they're really ready to get better or to get well or to get help or to get whatever the case may be, they're going to think about the fact that you said that and they're going to turn to you. Miss Lara, make sure you come back, please. Who's next?
Mark Halstead.
Mark Halstead. I am going to use the Fallen Angel Oracle cards. When I channeled the Sasquatch by accident, so I could see it in my head, in my mind's eye. It was like this foggy, blurred vision of this gigantic, hulking creature. And the voice was female. I don't think the voice was female because the Sasquatch was female. I think most Sasquatch, the red and brown ones, at least, you're very, very welcome, Cindy, come from a matriarchal society and they have more feminine than masculine energy, even though they look insanely like they will snap you in half. They're actually a very peaceful people. Stephen, are you okay? Oh, I'm so excited. Paranormal Pixie. I've been buying these little dips and dots for her for like a month now. And everything is, when I get home, everything will finally be there. So I could pack her this box with a scent called Pixie Dust that I created just for her. I'm really excited. You know, my mom has like the fastest internet available. And the reason I'm lagging is because I think my 18-year-old has like 75 games running right now. All right, Mark, you got Voile 66, the card of harmony. This deck, I love this deck. I'm drawn to it, but it also makes me nervous because I've encountered some of these fallen angel entities before. And when I pull one that I've encountered, it scares me. So no, Nick, I am, but I wanted to give RJ a break because he was going to camp all summer as well as like preschool, and he starts kindergarten on the 5th. So I was like, where can I go? So I came to my mom's and spending some time here until Sunday. And then we're going back. And then I have my doctor, RJ, as the first day of school on Tuesday. And then I'm hoping the following Sunday, from Sunday to Wednesday, we're going to go to Wildwood Crest. But that would require, you know, taking RJ out of school and kind of some mental gymnastics on how to justify that to myself. But I'm only here for the week. Donna, if you're still here, please let us know. Mark, peace descends, a time for settling old debts and possibly a new romantic interest. Vual's totem beast is the dromedary, an Arabian camel, and she can, like Paimon and Galmari, appear as a princess riding on the back of one of these beasts. Her specialty is to promote love, particularly the love of women for men, and to encourage reconciliation between old enemies or estranged friends and family. Vual also stirs interest in divination and other mystical practices, being a channel for the mysteries of ancient Egypt. Card motto is harmony. Yeah, so there's two things here. One, Mark, is you getting into spirituality. Coming into the stream is a great, I always tell people this is like a great start because people are like, this is so cool, it's so chill, it's so laid back. Yeah, that's what spirituality is. It's just learning about the hidden worlds around us. Is it dangerous and scary a lot of the time? Yeah, but it doesn't have to be. It's about what you pull in. And the best way to know what you're going to pull in is by being very mindful of what you're putting out, right? I do feel like you could have a love interest. I don't see it like anything crazy. I just feel like you could be cultivating an interest in someone. It could be romantic, but I don't feel like you're putting out romantic vibes like that you're trying to like date this person. I feel like you're just trying to get to know someone who you really like better and striking up a friendship, even though you may have romantic feelings for them. I don't feel like that's what it's about for you. I feel like you're just trying to get closer to them and know them as a human being. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. On the other hand, there could be someone coming in from your past to try to make amends. Okay, it could. I don't like giving definites because then people come back and they're like, you were wrong. But I know you're not going to do that. It's very, very, very possible that it's a female. Okay, coming in to say they're sorry. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be an old neighbor that you happen to run into at the grocery store, or like somebody you see and they're like, oh crap, I treated that person like crap, and they want to apologize. Whether you're ready to accept their apology or not, smile, move on. This is the universe testing you to see what you're going to, or how you're going to react to them. Are you vibrating at a level where you can still show love to people who have treated you like poop in the past? Nothing wrong with what you're doing. You're bringing more harmony into your life. You're bringing more spiritual balance into your life. So now the universe wants to see you start accepting amends that are trying to be made. I think Donna probably fell asleep.
Okay. Yeah, probably. If you want to go ahead and do Roger, unless you want to do her and timestamp her.
I'll timestamp her at the end. So Casey, Arisha, and Donna at the end.
Gotcha.
Roger Blair.
You're welcome, Roger.
Black Dragon, welcome. So good to see you.
Hello, Black Dragon.
You're welcome, Mark. Roger, you got the card of believe. Yeah, believe is going to come after B, Gemma. Isn't it, right? It should be right. Oh, because it's not, this is why I don't use this deck. It doesn't, see how the card says believe? But it doesn't come as believe. It comes as, what is that? A jackrabbit? A jackalope?
A jackalope.
It's a jackalope, yeah. And I have to look under jackalope. There we go. Roger, this card represents belief and appreciation of the unknown. The mythological jackalope, a rabbit or hare with the horns of a deer or antelope, is found in folklore all over the world. As well as being a popular cryptid in North American folklore, tales and depictions of horned rabbits can be found across continents, from the oral legends of the Wixárika people in Mexico to the single-horned Aymiraj of Iranian myth. This creature has existed through hybrid taxidermy, art, and stories for centuries and consistently ignites the imagination of storytellers in the present day. Despite being a mythological cryptid, the jackalope's origin is commonly attributed to actual sightings of rabbits and hares suffering from a condition known as choke papillomavirus, which causes them to develop horn-like growths on their bodies. The jackalope reminds us that many unbelievable stories begin with fact and to appreciate magic in our everyday lives. This card encourages unique perspective and eccentricity and is a symbol of powerful creativity. It carries the messages to believe in yourself, Roger, and know that there are forces within you that have yet to be seen or believed by others. Shadow reading, the shadow of the jackalope card is belief and imagination taken to excess. You may become lost in your own dream world and forget to come back down to earth. Often that world may seem safer or more accepting, while the real world is harsh and difficult. Both with your creativity, you can find a balance between both worlds. It's the element of spirit. And your stones are merlinite, which is one of my absolute favorite stones. Nutslap got me a beautiful, beautiful skull of merlinite, indigo gabbro. And your flora is the violet, element of spirit. So spell work, seeing the unseen, fairy magic, encouraging imagination and inspiration, connecting with other worlds, and promoting visions. Roger, what this card is saying is go for it. Okay, there is something in your life I feel like that you've been back and forth on for a really long time, but I feel like it's the influence of other people or societal norms that's holding you back, right? It's not socially acceptable to be a street artist who plays the guitar for a living. I don't know. I'm just coming up with a silly example, but it's true, right? So I feel like you've held yourself back either from doing something, being something. There's something here that you, or someone that you've wanted, or that you've wanted to be with, or something that you wanted to do, something you wanted to explore, where the people around you or society in general made you feel like there was something wrong with it. So you completely gave up on it. But the problem is now you're starting to think about it again. And the universe is like, look, whatever this is, if it's going bungee jumping, go bungee jumping. If it's, asking out the grocery store lady, go ask her out. Don't, whatever comes into your mind that you're confused about, that you really, really want to do, whatever this is, from something, again, as simple as asking someone out on a date, or something as big as completely changing your careers around. When you have the opportunity in the next week or two, and the opportunity will come in, just take it. Stop thinking about what others are going to say, because guess what? In the long run, Roger, as I play with my hair, and I do apologize, in the long run, it's going to be so incredibly beneficial for you. Like, let me give you an example. When I decided that instead of going back to school to become an addiction specialist, I was going to work on YouTube and go into I'm just going to try to talk a little lower because RG's going to sleep in the next room. Instead of becoming an addiction specialist, when I was trying to do YouTube and come into my abilities and help people, and I decided that spiritual retreat is my ultimate 10-year goal, and I wanted to bring messages to people and work with my abilities, so many people didn't understand. So many people were like, what are you doing? Like, you're not going to make a living this way, or you're being crazy putting that out there. But guess what? I've been on YouTube for 3.5 years now, and I don't make a ton of money, but I made a ton of connection. I've grown and changed so much for the better in my life. if I had listened to literally every single person, even the people in my life who are supportive of me. And I bring this up because I feel like you could end up going through something like this, or you have gone through something like this prevented you from doing something in the past. Even the people who are supportive of everything that I do had their doubts and said so about me being on YouTube and putting my story out there. But look how it worked out for me, right? It was the right thing to do. And if I didn't give in to those downloads that were coming in saying, Gemma, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this, none of us would be right here right now. Guys, are we in kindergarten? Now, boys and girls, don't get me demonetized, guys. Who's next?
Yes, be careful. I was trying not to say anything. Michael J.
YouTube's just ridiculous. Yeah, you know.
So behave.
So Mike, I am going to use Signs of the Times. You're welcome, Roger. If I were to ask the grocery store lady out, my wife would kick my butt. Well, you know. Got to be reasonable, Mike. Yes, you guys are funny. I really do have to look into Rumble, and I know it's not going to happen anytime soon because I have so much, like my work day is being cut in half as of next week. I have to rely again on Ray getting home on time for me to start this stream every Wednesday. And I was like, it's not going to be anytime soon, but if I can get some help, then Rumble will be a really great option for us to be able to be ourselves. Rainbow. You got the card of Rainbow, Mike, and it is the card of hope. And settle down, kiddos. When a rainbow appears in the sky seemingly out of nowhere, it can seem like magic or like a sign. Rainbows are a symbol of hope and luck because they represent the vibrant beauty that follows a storm, both literally and figuratively. Rainbows appear in other unexpected ways as well, such as shimmering reflection from the sun splayed on the wall or in a child's scribbled drawing. Children display the carefree and hopeful vibe of this energy, so when they incorporate rainbows into their art, they are truly reflecting the positivity this represents. RJ's favorite color right now is rainbow. Okay. He saw a tie-dye shirt today and he's like, Mommy, it's a rainbow. When this sign shows up for you, Mike, it's time to try looking at the glass as being half full. You've been through a difficult time, but this rainbow is a beautiful message of endless possibility and wonder, a sign of healing and forward momentum. There are wonderful things waiting for you at the end of this symbolic rainbow, so have faith. Better days are ahead. Let go of previous struggles, inspiration from children, and keeping the faith. So, Mike, yeah, I feel like this card is just telling you like major, mega good opportunities coming in for you in the next couple of weeks. So maybe some news you've been waiting to hear, some good news, or maybe, you know what I mean? Like you've been waiting for a raise, or you've been waiting to get a phone call that, you know, your blood pressure is okay. Like, I don't know, but there is like several different small things. Great minds think alike, dirty minds work together. Let's remember that, kiddos. Yeah. This is saying like whatever it is you've been waiting for is coming in, but it's going to be like small blessing, small blessing, small blessing. Like in the next week or two, you are going to feel very lucky because a lot of things are going to start going your way. What the universe wants you to do is focus on those things. Don't focus on what's going wrong. It's something crazy. We are like 56 or more % likely to focus on the negative. We're hardwired that way. So that's why you can all tell me I'm beautiful, but if one person in the comments tell me I'm a fat slob again, I will cry because I will only focus on that negative comment. It's just a human being thing. What this is telling you, Mike, is up for a potential. So more than likely, I don't want to make promises because this could be about anything. More than likely that is going to happen. If it doesn't, there's going to be so many other blessings going on at the same time. The universe wants to make sure you're focusing on the positive to bring in more positive. This is a reminder that, you know, there's always a rainbow after the storm.
Hey, you ready? Dr. J.
Jerome, are you still here?
His name came up.
I feel like names come up, though, after they've just been in.
They do for a little bit, then they do disappear.
So
he may have it on a browser or something. Sometimes people put you on a browser, then go do other stuff. So I figured at least give him a call. Because I hadn't seen him say anything for a while.
I usually do him first, like, because I know he's super busy, but I forgot.
I didn't think about that because you do, don't you?
Yeah, because I believe he's like at work. I don't know. He's super busy. He is a hero in my eyes. He is one of my heroes.
I know
so
he is.
We got to remember from now on.
Okay. Would you like to do a timestamp?
Eris, what's up? You're welcome. Let's see how much time we have at the end.
That's fine. And then if not,
RJ's
we'll
going to sleep now.
Okay, then I will
get in there with him.
That's fine. Then I will just make sure I know him first next time if he shows up.
Yeah, I just forgot.
That's all right.
Who's next?
So go ahead and do John Keats.
John Keats, is he still here? I want to make sure whoever I'm reading for is here.
Yeah, still here. John, are you still here? Because I put their names in chat.
He just stopped in to say hello.
Oh, did he? I didn't see that part.
When he did the super chat, he said, I just stopped in to say hey.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that part. Okay. Well, I'll do this. Is Kirby still here?
Kirby's usually doesn't hang around.
Yeah, I know. Okay, do good, Nicole. Perron.
So Jerome, John Keith, and Kirby, if you guys are still here, let us know. I'm going to read for Nicole Perron right now.
Yes.
Nicole, let's do Queen Maeve.
Dry Toast, are you still here?
Dry Toast. Ooh, I guess that's your card then. Nicole, you got Follow Darkness Like a Dream, card number 44. I think Smoochie would be so much fun I think a lot of you would be really fun to hang out with. Just like in general. Okay, I'm just going to chill a little bit here because my legs are starting to hurt. Master your fear and explore your shadow, Nicole. The darkness is sacred. The night holds beautiful secrets. There's a unique healing quality to the cool light of the moon. One cannot fully appreciate the day without the profound renewal of the night. Devotion to life is not complete without devotion also to death. Instead of chasing happiness, frivolity, and light, try following darkness like a dream. Revel in the velvety texture of your own sadness. Nicole, breathe deeply into your foggy loneliness and discover a certain pleasure in letting your painful feelings flow. The night does not last forever, after all. Its unique delights are but passing through. Seek and enjoy the aesthetics of the dark. Wear or decorate with dark colors, moody styles, and gothic imagery, or incorporate them into your artistic medium of choice. Play or listen to music that's mysterious or even macabre. Value not just your dreams, but also your nightmares. There is vast reserve of power hidden in fear. Similarly, your sensitivity can feel like a burden when you feel the heartbreak of the world, but when you learn to hold that pain to be with it, your spiritual wisdom deepens and your psychic and intuitive abilities will increase. I really, Vixen Doe, would love to do that. Just like a massive gemstone meetup. Nicole, you can't outrun your shadow and you can't heal everything or eradicate everyone's suffering. But when you gaze with clear eyes into the dark, you will discover a portal to power. Relax into darkness, flow with it, and follow it like a dream. So what this card is saying is, in order for you to get through this really difficult time in your life, you have to go with the flow. Like, as human beings, we always want the bad times to be over immediately, right? We want to not have to feel sadness or pain or anything like that. But the problem is, like, we don't learn that way. We don't grow that way. We don't learn to trust our own emotions that way. Nicole, whatever it is that you're going through, okay, make sure that you feel it. Don't numb yourself to it. I'm not saying you use drugs or alcohol, but if that were to be something that you might think of numbing, like, don't do that, okay? There's Blue Crossroads. Yeah, Nuts Up. I'm just not sure when. I don't know when. I couldn't get enough people to agree, like, definitely to pay for it. It's going to be a process, but we're going to get there. Don't worry. I'd also like to be in a better place before we do that. Nicole, this is, yeah, not about using a Ouija board. This is about some suffering that you're dealing with or that you're watching someone else go through, which is highly affecting you, and making sure that you don't rush through the healing process. Okay. So understanding that it takes time and like it's okay to have a setback. Like you may think you're over it one day, and then the next day you find yourself crying into your ice cream, like whatever the case may be. Don't feel like you have to rush to get over anything or anyone. There's no time limit on grieving. There's no time limit on pain. There's no time limit on disappointment and heartbreak. Okay. And I do feel like there could be something going on in your life, either that you just really just don't want to deal with. So you're not even going to like allow it. When you don't allow it to like physically affect you, you're actually shutting yourself down to it, which means the minute like you open yourself up, even by accident, it's going to blast you in the face. So the best thing to do is to deal with people and things that are difficult in the moment, and then take your time to heal from it. I feel like people are telling you like, oh, you're still not over that. Or like, oh, why didn't you leave this person yet? You know, and I hate that. I really do. Like the just leave mentality of privileged people who have never had to deal with abuse. I feel like this card is saying just like, do what you feel comfortable doing. Okay. Grief is a process that everyone has to go through, and it doesn't have to be losing someone to death. It could just be a long-term relationship that's ending, romantic or otherwise. And the universe is saying like, take your time, because this is going to come back to bite you in the butt if you walk around pretending like, you know, brushing your shoulders off like nothing's happened. It's clearly going to affect you. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, be prepared in the next week or two for something devastating to happen. And I know that's a bad message, but it's actually not, because I feel like it's been a long time coming. You've just been procrastinating on it. So the universe moved and made it happen. Get through it however you get through it. But take your time and don't let other people dictate your timeline.
The Bat Mom's next, but I don't know if she's left or she's still here.
I think she said she's listening.
Okay, yeah, I think
we'll read for her, because I think she's at work.
Yeah, well, she said she had a lot going on too.
She does. So we'll read for her. Just put a timestamp in there for me, Ghost Dragons, just in case she's not listening. Oh, thank you, Anna. Thank you. I'm always wearing shorts during the stream. You guys just never get to see my legs because I'm always sitting in the chair. Bat Mom, I'm using Fairy Wisdom. Party in my dungeon. Oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. So RJ called me an old lady today in ShopRite in front of like 50 people. He's like, you're 40, you're old. He actually called my mom an old lady too, which we thought it was hilarious. All right. Bat Mom, you got the Chakra Fairy, card number 53. The key word is alignment. Great card for you. Chakras are whirling spheres of energy that hold our astral and etheric bodies within our physical bodies. Great way to explain that, actually. They channel the energy we receive from the universe and put it into a form that is usable within the human body. These spheres regulate and balance all the energy that vibrates through us. All is well as long as these fields of energy are in alignment. Bat Mom, however, if they become bogged down or spin at the wrong vibration, you could have some issues. Problems can include ill health, low energy, depression, mental or emotional conditions. It's a good idea to do a chakra exercise daily. I tell you guys all the time. And I do go between chakra and chakra. I call it both. There are some really good ones, like 12 minutes on YouTube, that will get you aligned and straight for the day. This need not take a long time to do. If you're pinched for time, ask your elemental helpers to balance your chakras for you. They'll be glad to do so. One easy method for balancing chakras is through visualization. Sit in a chair or recline on a bed. You may light a candle or play soft music. Just be comfortable and warm enough to be able to relax thoroughly. Now, begin breathing regularly. Start with nice deep breaths, and after a few breaths, move down into a steady breathing just as you would when you're going to bed. Visualize before you a beautiful, clear red mist. Now breathe that mist way down deep into your body. Exhale any negative energies or worries that may have been bothering you. And when I do this, I exhale black. Hi, Foxy Joe. Welcome. Breathe. Okay, next, see an orange mist before you and begin to breathe in this clear, bright orange mist. Continue with yellow, then green, then blue. Next, indigo and violet. I'd like to finish by visualizing clear white light. This is like the finishing touch that strengthens the connection to spirit. Spin a top today. That's your advice. Yeah, Bat Mom, obviously, we need some alignment. I do feel like so much is going on around you. It's not particularly with you. You know, I'm not going to put your business out there, but we both know what this is about. And the fact of the matter is you're taking on too much of someone else's stuff, and rightly so. There's no judgment there, but you have to make sure you're not only physically and mentally able to do that, you have to be spiritually able as well. So while you may physically be ready to Hulk out and mentally you're feeling powerful and strong and you're decided, spiritually, I think you are lacking. And I just feel like that's because you're not thinking about it, right? We don't usually think about our spiritual health. It's physical health, mental health, emotional sometimes. Spiritual health has to play a part in there. It has to play a role in there. Okay. So, Bat Mom, I would look up like a 5, 7, or 12-minute chakra alignment on YouTube and do it. Okay. Do it every day, preferably in the morning, but whenever you have time. Nick, if I have time at the end, I'll timestamp you, because I'm trying to get to bed with RJ. But if I have enough time, I'll definitely do you one. Who's next?
New England.
Is he still here?
Is he still here? I didn't see him leave, but
He just hasn't spoken in a while. Good night.
Yeah.
Night, Nikki Poo.
New England, you still here?
Guys, I love this necklace. I have had my eye on this necklace for so long. New England's here. And I am like completely and totally broke. And my mom was like, just get it and pay me back when you get paid this weekend. And I thought that was so cool of her to do that, because I've been wanting this necklace for so long. And she goes, you just ignore my posts. No, I don't. I just don't see them. Well, thank you, Sir Smoochie's hubby. Thanks, guys. It is a lot easier for me getting ready when I don't have to do all that. Cindy, thank you so much for coming in, honey. And hopefully we'll see you next week. I'm not doing anything tomorrow because I'm taking a break from all work except this and my writing. But hopefully Lara will be able to get on and do something. All right, New England Dirt Roadie. And I know you're not serious, but just so people know, like, I'm never ignoring. I'm channeling, I'm reading, and sometimes I just don't see it. Okay, you got Pegasus. I don't know why this teeny tiny little clip keeps bothering me. All right, the Pegasus in the Mythical Creatures Oracle, and you did get it in the upright. All right, New England Dirt Roadie, this fantastical horse is the steed of the gods and the helpful companion to heroes. He will aid the most deserving individuals on the most important of quests. Indeed, it is time to celebrate if Pegasus has come into your life. It indicates that you have made a significant accomplishment and the gods have noticed. Someone has decided that your mission is a worthy cause and your success warrants praise. Thank you, Johnny. Johnny, if you want to wait until after this reading, I can give you a reading. And you just have to let me know, like, as the weeks go on, that you're going to leave early, and I'll bump you up to make sure that you got one. So let me know if you want to hang out, and I'll read you after this card. And thank you so much. I do appreciate it. With the aid of the Pegasus, you may complete your most daunting of tasks, New England Dirt Roadie, and soon take on an even bigger battle. Keep up the great work, and Pegasus can take you higher. The fly on the back of the Pegasus is to experience, to fly on the back of the Pegasus is to experience a new level of freedom. Your hard work has given you perspectives and knowledge that allow you to see and do what has not been accessible to you before. Use this newfound freedom to push the boundaries even further. The arrival of Pegasus into your life signifies that you have true friends and allies. They will answer your calls and come to your aid when you need it. These friends can help you in a number of ways. You may have known them for a long time, and they may be cheering you on. Alternatively, they may be helpers from behind the scenes, preferring to remain anonymous. They could be forces from beyond the mortal realm, altering your fate in auspicious ways. Your friend could be a coworker, teammate, or family member. They could be a most inseparable partner or someone who you rarely see, but who is always there to help you. Friends like these are a godsend. Somebody else may be serving this role for you, or depending on the question you ask, you may be fulfilling this role for them. Always remember what you did to earn Pegasus's aid. It was not mere coincidence or dumb luck. Pegasus came to you specifically because of something you did and because of a worthy cause you're fighting for. Never take for granted the privilege this has earned you. Who blocked Jules? Jules, if you were blocked, it was done by accident. Definitely not on purpose. And that does happen sometimes where people do get blocked by accident. Like I'll drop a book. Like I did drop a book before. That could have did it. I didn't even see it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It was definitely done by accident though, not on purpose. We have to make a note that Johnny Yuma cannot stay the whole stream because he never gets a reading. And I feel bad. New England Dirt Roadie, I feel like this is telling you that you are kind of in a spiritual battle right now. Okay. And I do feel like this has to do with your upstairs neighbors. You just cleansed and cleared your entire self of some really rotten energy. And then immediately, somebody could have just hit it by accident. I mean, that's happened so many times. It's just, I didn't notice because I was, busy. I'm so sorry though. I hate when that happens because it does make people feel like what the hell did I do wrong? What did I do? Nothing, Jules. You didn't do anything. It was definitely an accident. So New England Dirt Roadie, you just got rid of this really rotten energy, and it's like you're finally ready to. Jules, I will have to unblock you after the stream. Okay, I know how to go in and do that. I'm so sorry. Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm saying, Netter, is that they moved in like immediately after, and it's like all of these negative entities and energies that are attached to them. You guys are so cute. That are attached to them, the man specifically. I feel like the man called in. He's like on the wrong side of the spiritual warfare. And I feel like this is the universe. This is your guides, your ancestors, your loved ones, your whole team being like, look, we are backing you up. And you have people in this stream specifically who can help you with these types of things because the energies that are on him are looking at you like they haven't eaten in 10 years and you are a big, giant, juicy steak because you are cleansed, you are cleared. Okay. If not aligned, it's okay. But you are looking pretty good to these entities. And these entities are going to push this dude to continue these spiritual attacks on you. I think my mom's talking to herself. And this is just the universe saying, use every tool at your disposal to get them away from you and keep them away from you because you are at risk for being under attack. Now, you are being divinely guided and protected. Okay, spiritually, divinely guided and protected. But the problem is, it's like, I feel like you don't know exactly what the issue is with these people. Do everything you can to get them out of there. Okay. Ask God, because that's who you believe in. Ask the universe, ask your team, ask elemental helpers, ask everyone you can think of from all different realms and spaces and places to help with a solution. Not just to keep the energy away from and off of you, but to get it away altogether. Okay. It's becoming a really serious thing now. You're going to be under attack. I mean, you were with the flies. That wasn't an accident. Those were sent. Those were demonic flies, demonic creatures, as ridiculous as that sounds, that were sent to listen in on your spiritual ears and to grab any messages from the divine and take them. Okay. This dude upstairs is no joke. Like, I'm really seeing him into some dark stuff. And unfortunately, his focus is on you. And there's also at least one other neighbor as well that you may not know. You may think they're just having like noise issues maybe, but there is another person in your building that you might be able to talk to as well about this, because it's not just you that they focused on. I don't know if I'm seeing two different things. I'm seeing a little old lady and I'm also seeing a guy. So the guy could be the guy, but somebody else is definitely under attack. And I feel like it's a person who they see as weak. So like a little old lady, or somebody who's handicapped, or a child, perhaps. Somebody who is a little bit more innocent and a little bit more spiritually weak, more than likely. Jules, honey, I am the same way, so I feel you. They were demonic fly spies, and flies do come in to take divine messages or spiritual messages that would normally help you get through a situation and protect yourself, to make sure you don't get them. That's what a fly infestation. A lot of people know that fly infestations are demonic, but they don't understand why. That's why. They also buzz loudly to drown out the messages from either the Holy Spirit or whatever your equivalent of that is.
Okay, Pixie is next.
Miss Paranormal Pixie, I am going to use Fairy Wisdom. Miss Pixie, I finally, once I get home, all of the stuff that I've been putting together for the past month or so for your box will be there. So I'll be able to send it out, and I'm really excited for you to get it. I put together a specially mixed scent called Pixie Dust, just for you. And it's just to show my appreciation for all you do, for my channel and for the gemstones, and just because you're awesome. And it's from all of us, of course. Thank you, sir. Queen Gemma reporting for duty. You guys are so sweet. I never end the stream feeling bad about myself. All right, Miss Lara, let's do this. I don't know if my mom is talking to myself or if I'm hearing TV. You got Lighting the Way, card number 37. And this is the Fairy Oracle, Fairy Wisdom Oracle, sorry. 37. Keyword, illumination. We all wish for guidance and help along the way, yet sometimes guidance has to come from within. When we connect to the energy of spirit that resides within each of us, we see clearly what we are to do. So reach for the stars. Allow that communication with spirit to connect you to your highest good. Connecting to spirit is as easy as recognizing that you are already one with the universal power. If you have chosen this card today, Lara, it may be telling you that you need to strengthen your trust in your own divinity. Ultimately, you are the one who shows others the way. You hold the light for them as they climb the path to illumination. We all know that's true, right? You're here at least once a month giving guidance, and people come to you privately and you just offer help and love. And I feel like you don't realize how powerful you are, and that could end up being a little bit of a downfall that the universe wants you to be mindful of. In order to do so, meaning hold the light for others to climb the path of illumination, in order for you to do so, you must continue your own journey and learning and refining your own truth. But if enough people hold the light in enough places, we can bring about change at a much more advanced rate. The angel holds the lantern for all to see, so that anyone who wishes to climb the path can better see the footholds and avoid the pitfalls. She has just reached the highest peak. Her face shows that she takes her job seriously. Guidance comes in many forms, the words of a friend or a loved one or a professional counselor. Guidance can come from a book or a stranger's words. Listen to what information comes your way, then sit with it and meditate on it. You'll get a sense of whether it's valid for you or not, and if you're open and willing to hear your own truth. You may be destined to teach or counsel others. Light a candle for someone today. So, Lara, I knew as soon as I saw the message of this card that it is very clearly for you. I feel like the universe is just giving you a tiny warning of don't get distracted by how much help you're giving. right? It's really easy to be like, wow, you know, this is so cool. I'm helping so many people, and to put so much time and effort into helping those people that we forget about our own spiritual health. I'm guilty of it. I do it all the time. So to keep giving and giving and giving without properly aligning, because like I said, we think of our physical health, we think of our mental health, and sometimes we think of emotional health. But good night, Val. Thank you for coming in, honey. So sweet. But we don't think of spiritual health. And I know that you do. So just beware of a draining force in the next week or two. And I know it's hard because you want to help people, but if someone just, I noticed since I've been on YouTube and people started Black Dragon Me Too. Oh my gosh, my business card says text only. I've noticed since I've been on YouTube and people have been coming to me for help, and I've been really enjoying giving help to people and helping them become aligned and aware. I do get people that are just looking to trip me up, that are just looking to, there's a lady, Lady Anne, she came to me with a fairy infestation, and I offered her help. Over the course of 3 days, I gave her every single tip, trick, routine, ritual to get rid of the fae. And everything I said, she was like, no, it's not that. Nope, can't be that. Nope, not that. And I was starting to really question myself. And then at the end of it, she's like, I don't have a fae infestation. I don't know why you reached out to me. I didn't reach out to her. She reached out to me. But it's like she just wanted me to trip up and say something contradictory, or she just wanted to say that I wasn't helping her. And that's no shade on her. This was a long time ago, and I think she was doing it at the behest of someone that we used to be mutual friends with. I didn't realize he was a snake in my grass and trying to defame me and, you know, whatever. So it's really easy to get caught up in that trap too. So make sure you pay attention to the energy of the people that are coming to you for help, to make sure that they actually want it and they're not just looking to screw you up. Remembering that we don't always see if we're making a difference. Exactly. You know, we rely on people to tell us that we have. Who's next?
Eris,
I heard you. And I know you're absolutely right. You know, a lot of people don't. Eris, I'm going to use the fallen angel. You guys are so sweet. I love you all so much. I really do. Eris, you got Arias, and he is the fallen angel of inspiration, card number 49. You're welcome, my sweetheart. 49. Eris, strive for harmony with your fellows and listen to your instinct. Arias' totem beast is a lion. He rides a horse and carries a staff with 2 serpents twined around it. This is the Catechus. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Catechus, the staff of Mercury or Hermes, the spokesman of the gods in ancient Greece and Rome. Arias is a patron of astrology and other forms of divination. He brings enlightenment and shows you how to live in harmony with those around you. Often life's complications are beyond logical solutions, and then it's time to trust your intuition and feeling. Card motto, inspiration. Guys, I just have to say this really quick. Paranormal Pixie. Thank you, Miss Lara. You read my mind. I just wanted to let you guys know. I get paid now once a month, and it's on the 2nd or 3rd. So by this time of the month, I'm flat broke. So PayPal, Cash App, or even super chats and super stickers are always welcome and very, very helpful. I know not everyone has it all the time, so just putting it out there. And readings, the remote personals, are now $20 going forward indefinitely. If you donate, like Lara just did, $20 or more in the super chats as well, I will put you on the list and you will get a reading, even if that's what it was for or not. Okay. So Eris, this is about you trusting your intuition. I feel like you're dealing with someone. Lara, thank you so much. So sweet. I feel like you're dealing with someone who, like Anna was just saying, like, who doesn't believe. And I feel like this is either just happened, is happening now, or it's about to happen, okay, as always. So this is someone who doesn't believe. And it's like you've gone out of your way to try to help them believe and to try to give them all the logical, rational, reasonable ways to go about handling something. But this whole time, your intuition has been telling you that, you know, maybe something a little bit more mystical is needed. You know, there's something going on here where this person really needs to open their eyes. And I know this person isn't you because you are open and aligned. So this means someone that's coming in or that just came in, maybe you're being called to bring them into their spirituality, to talk to them about spiritual health and wellness, or to just guide them on the path. I know it's terrifying. New England Dirt Roadie, like I said, I've met some of these fallen angels in these are demons, and I met some of them, and that's one of the ones I've seen in real life, and it's really scary. So I feel like you're just being called to bring someone in, okay, to maybe opening, even if it's not into spirituality or religion, like just to bringing them into opening themselves up to different types of solutions to the problem they're having. Okay. And I don't know what this means to you. I get 1 or 2 messages every week that I have no idea what's coming out of my mouth, and I'm kind of blank as I'm talking. That just happened. So I don't know what this is, but you are being called to lead someone or a group of people into spiritual balance. Even if that's just telling them, you know, if you know that they believe in prayer, just telling them to pray. Even if it's meditating and sending love, light, and peace to them. Who's next?
Nut slap.
Nut slap. Nut slap. I'm going to use the Wild Bestiary. I'm enjoying using these cards I haven't used in so long. It's actually called Mythical Creatures Oracle. The Bestiary, I must have that one at home because I didn't see it downstairs. Yeah, I know. There's at least 1 or 2 a week. Every once in a while, there will be 3 where I will talk and I will have no memory of what I just said. And then so whatever that message was, I hope that you can figure it out. That's the only time 1 card readings don't work very well for me. But those are usually the most important messages. Whoa. All right, Nut Slap. You got the Chupacabras, and you got it in the reverse position. You know, it's really hard when you don't talk about it your whole life. Like, I was married, never talked about it. Was in 4, 5, 6-year relationships, never talked about it. And then to open up to someone and talk about it and to have them completely turn around and just waste you. That was hard. That was really hard for me. I got to remember to put these jewels out tonight. I have to. I've got my golden obsidian. All right. Nut slap.
1 second, Gemma. Did you do Eris?
I just read for Eris.
I just want to make sure. That's what I thought. I just
came
up twice on my list. That's why I asked.
Yeah, I just read for him. Yes, it did take me a lot less time to do my makeup. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, this is not, people keep saying, oh, you look great with no makeup. This is not no makeup. It's primer, conceal. It's moisturizer, primer, concealer, mascara, lipstick, and blush. And of course, you know, the setting powder, because otherwise my makeup smears off onto my phone. Ladies, if you like makeup, okay, always use a setting powder with the big brush and poof it all over the place, because that's why, like, when you use your phone and you're wearing makeup, it like leaks onto the phone. If you use setting powder and put it all over your face, that won't happen. Thank you, Miss Pixie. I have natural eyebrows tonight. That is the difference you're seeing. That's like really the main difference. Okay, Nut Slap. So you got it in the reverse position. It says at the top of the inverted image is a dead calf, the innocent victim of wrongdoing. The threat is real and it's external, not merely a product of your own personal fears. The person recovering from the loss is not crippled with anxiety, but instead is on their feet and ready to look for answers. The chupacabra is the image. In the image, points its finger in the direction that the culprit fled. This card inverted points to an actual source of danger or a guilty person that you need to be leery of. Thank you, guys. You guys are so cute. I appreciate all of you so much. Okay. Divine Empathic, if you're here, you're next. Nut Slap. This is actually a really serious message. So the first thing that I got from this is it was like somebody Somebody, yeah, I am very chubby. I'm pear-shaped. I'm cutting all my sugar out of my diet when I get home though. So hopefully the hour of intense yoga and the nutrition shakes and all of that will help me. But I am pear-shaped. I'm always bigger in the middle. Anyway, I always got a big old booty and a big tummy. I have a mom bod, all right? But yeah, so at first the message that I got, and this could still be it, is that someone is accusing you of doing something you're not doing or placing blame on you where blame doesn't belong. Like they didn't step up. They didn't do what they were supposed to do, but it's your fault somehow. And unfortunately, there's someone else that's like feeding right into this. They're like, oh, really? That's effed up that they're not even asking you. They're not even like looking for facts. They're not even trying to back up this information with facts and evidence. They're not even thinking reasonably. They're just so quick to jump on this bandwagon of, oh, Nutslap did it. That's messed up. He did that to you, right? I'm getting that. But also what I'm getting here, and this is much more serious, is there is someone in your midst who is really an issue. Like this person could be a thief. They could be something much worse that I'm not even allowed to say on YouTube. And if you don't know who I'm talking about right now, I want you to be even more careful in future, like going forward in the next few weeks and months. You are going to meet somebody who is completely spiritually bankrupt, okay? And they are going to try to drag you down. This person is a very bad person. I'm talking intimate assaults on what, like, this is bad, like stuff I can't even say. And I feel like you're going to find out about this person, whatever they're doing. It could be something to a lesser degree, like someone that you know is cheating or stealing or something like that. But I'm getting something really, really big. Yeah, the blue moon is calling me. I cannot wait to go out there. Nutslap, it's going to be, unfortunately, your job to turn people onto this, even if you have to call the authorities, okay? This isn't a joke. This person needs to be stopped. This is such a weird message. What is this? And there's risk involved here. Like you catch this person doing something horrific, let's just say grave robbing, right? Because it's way more than that, but that's what I can talk about. You catch this person stealing jewelry off of dead bodies they just dug up. So they're going to make you feel like you're the wrong one for not helping them. And then they become suspicious of you. And the next thing you know, you're in the grave. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to go with the flow with this person, make them believe that you're with them and on their side, and then do something about it. Okay. I know that's really, I've never gotten a message like that. Very weird. I just see an extremely horrible, spiritually bankrupt, demon-possessed person in your life. Who's next? Oh, thank you, Black Dragon. Thank you. You guys are so sweet.
Divine. Divine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was reading the chat.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Is she here? Okay. Divine Empathic, I'm going to use Queen Maeve. Always going to make someone else feel bad. What happened? So Divine Empathic, you got these Violent Delights, card number 28. I want to get back down to like 130. I was good at 130. I've got 15 pounds to go. So I lost a lot of weight. I know some people have noticed just coming into chat being like, ew, you're so skinny now. Divine Empathic, see through the drama and the games, girl. You have been drawn into a drama, something seductive, exciting, and dark. Perhaps you haven't realized there's a form of beauty in this because you have only been focused on the drama's requisite heartbreak or discord, but there is beauty there. Sometimes we actually crave drama in order to inject a little excitement into our lives. This is not a judgment. In fact, life would be half lived if it didn't contain at least a little such delectable enchantment and pain. But the message here, divine, is that, where did it go? Conditions are unstable. As they are, they certainly cannot hold. Someone may be drawing someone else into a trap. Are you the trapper or the trapped? Most likely a little both, but take heed. If things continue as they are, a shipwreck is ahead. One day you might reminisce, smile, and say, it happened, it was terrible, it was lovely in its way, and then it was over. Or perhaps you would prefer to prolong or preserve something here by establishing more sustainable conditions. If the latter is the case, you have work to do to transform the situation into one that will happily and joyfully last. Provided engaging in this drama is not truly dangerous to your body, mind, or spirit, feel free to stay with it for as long as it thrills and entices you. It'll probably not last much longer anyway, so you might as well live it up. But if engaging in this drama does put you in some form of danger, which it does, or if you've just grown weary of being in such an unsustainably elevated melee, get out. Another reason to put a stop to the situation would be if you are mistreating someone or cruelly playing with their emotions. If you're not acting with integrity, other areas of your life will suffer. As the great bard once wrote, these violent delights have violent ends. If you aren't ready for an ending, you must find a steadier pace and navigate towards calmer waters. You definitely are ready for an ending, and an ending has happened. This is, once again, and you get this card so much, Miss Divine, that person trying to come back in and bring the drama. And I feel like a part of you does crave it because you're used to that trauma bond with this person, where it's like the back and forth, and you finally got out of it and they cannot handle seeing you out of it. This could become something dangerous. Okay, so I don't know why I keep seeing restraining order. I don't know if you have one, or if if you don't already have a restraining order, you are going to need one. This person is like, they're dangerous up here. They're unstable, and they have their sights set on you. And again, if this is an abusive relationship, there was a need to escape and to get away to safety, and that's something very serious. This person trying to come back in, there could be a part of you that thinks things will be different this time. That's the abuse cycle. Okay, good. Because this person is coming back. They're looking to do harm if they can't draw you in. I'm not trying to scare you, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't just walk right through that restraining order soon. It's tearing them up, whether they're showing it or not, that you are no longer interested in engaging in this little playing house thing they had going on. Be very careful, okay, in the next week or two. Just be careful. Yeah, a New England already, all of those cards are just gorgeous. Who's next? Nomio. I've got to get done soon, guys. Oh. All right, Nomio, I'm going to use the human spirits. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see it. I'm going to have to go back and look. So this is for you, Mr. Nomio. And now I agree with you. I am cutting sugar out, but I'm mainly doing that to like counterbalance the Red Bull damage. I have a lot of damage to my body. You're welcome, Divine Empathic. Nomio, you got card number 30, Against the Clock. And you got it in the reverse. Are you trying to cram so much into your day that you're not fully enjoying anything? Again, do what must get done, then take some time to lavish yourself. Be lazy, read a book, do something creative, or commune with nature. Enjoy the time you get as well, doing what must be done. Remember, life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breaths away. So take advantage of the free time by having some fun. Yeah, you need some fun in your life. I mean, this card comes up a little bit more often for you than most people, but it comes up for a lot of us. I feel like you are putting so much time and effort into work, into doing what you feel absolutely needs to be done, that you're not taking time for Nomeo, right? You're not taking time for you. You're not. And like, yeah, like maybe even if you love working, even if you enjoy what you're doing, right? It's still work. So take some time out. Like the thing I do for me every day is yoga. And I haven't done it in days, and I feel lost and I feel gross and I just feel misaligned, because that is my thing that I've been doing for so long. I do very intense yoga for 20 minutes 3 times a day. Andrew, there's something here that I feel like it's going to be calling to you, and you're going to have to make a decision. Do you want to be just a little bit irresponsible? Good night, Miss Pixie. Love you. Do you want to be a little bit irresponsible to take this chance on something or someone? You don't have to totally throw away your job, of course, but maybe make a pit stop and see someone, or maybe take a week off and go commune with nature. Like there's something here that's calling you. And if you don't know what it is, it could be a person, it could be a thing that you want to do. It could be something you saw while on the road. You're like, oh, I wish I could stop and do that. You may not know what it is yet, but in the next week or two, you're going to feel almost compelled to go somewhere or do something or meet with someone. The universe is saying, do it. Nothing bad is going to happen. How many more do we have?
Actually, you're almost done. Sorry.
Almost done.
Almost done. Blue Crossroads is next, and then your timestamps.
I want to go cuddle with my baby.
I know you do.
Blue Crossroads. I'm going to use the Celtic Spirit for you. Yes, Mike J. Thank you so much for coming in. Baby UFO. Hey, sweetie. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. Everyone, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a positive comment. And also, I've been experimenting with shorts. So if you could check those out and just give them a like, I would appreciate it.
I forgot Black Dragon says Blue Crossroads, Black Dragon.
That's
then
okay.
Your time. Thank you so much, Divine.
Oh, Divine Empathic, thank you so much, sweetie. And I didn't forget about our conversation. Definitely very interesting. I would love to see clips of your house, or when I'm home next week to do a video with you to see what's, what we were talking about. Blue Crossroads, you got surrender, let go, freedom, and flow. Beautiful card too. Card number 12. Surrender is the fairy of freedom and flow. She has let go of everything holding her back and is ready to fly and be free, unrestrained. You can feel the sense of peace that has come over her, and she is open to whatever comes her way. Eyes closed and trusting that what lies ahead is exactly what she needs and has asked for. Good night, Robert. We did call you, honey. Surrender is here to teach us. Love you, baby. Surrender is here to teach us that whatever you are holding on to, maybe it's time to let go and let yourself be free. You literally just said this. Well, I'm already reading for you. So sometimes we hold on to behaviors or beliefs that may have served us in the past, but no longer do so in the present. By drawing this card, it's time to take a look at these patterns or situations that could be holding you back. Ask yourself, is this in my best interest? If not, take steps to change, let go, and move ahead. Start following the path that gives you joy, as long as it's in your best interest and doesn't harm anybody. Yes, super blue moon in Pisces, Pam. Surrender may also be trying to tell you to be yourself. Don't follow the crowd if that isn't for you. Create your own path and be true to yourself. Follow your intuition, that gut feeling that never lets you down. That's your true self and or your spirit guides. The more you listen to your intuition, the more in touch with yourself you'll become. What a wonderful feeling of freedom that you no longer worry what's ahead. Take your hands off the steering wheel and step into the flow. So this is twofold, right? Oh, thank you, Edna. This is twofold because it's telling you to do what you know is necessary, right? And make sure that you're only acting in your own best interest right now. That's not selfish, right? Acting in your own best interest. Sometimes, no, you're good. You're good, Black Dragon. Sometimes acting in your own self-interest is not a good thing. But no, and that's exactly what this card is saying. But at the same time, it's also saying, so there's got to be two situations here or something like that, because in one case it's saying, do what you got to do for yourself. And if it ends up hurting somebody, they have to work through that. That's their lesson that they had to learn. And your lesson was whatever you're learning from it, that personal lesson. On the other hand, though, it's also saying, don't focus so much on the what ifs, what could be, would be, should be, was never, just go with the flow of, okay, this is happening now. Does this make me feel good? Does it make me feel bad? If it makes you feel bad, toss it. Like that simply. If things get complicated, act in your own best interest. And it's not often that we're given permission to do that, All right, Black Dragon. I'm going to use the creatures, mythical creatures. Oh, you got the fairy in the upright. She's kind of creepy looking, this fairy. I'm not going to lie. Just so you guys know, if you're texting me, I will message you back, but I am like cleaning this up quickly, wiping my face off and going to bed. I'm so tired. I've got to get up early tomorrow. Okay. Black Dragon. Only children and some gifted adults see fairies. Drawing this card may signify a person with such a gift. One who can see fairies is fairy-like themselves, as they live in a world of magic and enchantment. Her world may be mystical and spiritual, being that the fairy realm has traditionally been regarded as the realm of spirits as well. This person believes in magic. Things that most people find mundane, they see as magical, and no argument from skeptics will persuade them to see otherwise. With the gift of fairy sense as described above, an individual possesses an extraordinarily vivid imagination. This will qualify her as an intuitively creative person, perhaps a talented storyteller or artist. She may even be a psychic or clairvoyant. She may have a fascination with topics such as astrology, divination, or dream interpretation, and may be particularly skilled in working with these areas of interest. For example, me. This wonder may be contagious and inspirational to those around her, yet some people may find it annoying. Not everybody understands or appreciates the fairy. To many, the fairy comes across as being loopy or spacey. To them, her world of magic is just a la-la land far removed from actual reality. Indeed, living in a different world can have some serious disadvantages. This disconnect can be disadvantageous for the fairy, socially and professionally. For this reason, drawing the fairy card can possibly be a warning sign that you need to act more like an adult, at least for this period of time. It may be time to come back down to earth in order to be taken seriously professionally, or simply to respect the feelings of others. You definitely have some interesting opinions about something. I don't believe this has to do with you believing in magic or something. I feel like there's something going on with you, or that's about to start happening, that there's so many people around you that you can't talk to about it. I feel like you could end up hurting yourself professionally or your reputation within a certain group of people that are important to you, like your family, your loved ones. For instance, when I came out as a medium to someone I loved very much, they immediately rejected me, and I never expected that to happen, right? Had I just been quiet about it, maybe that wouldn't have happened. Now when I'm around this person, I have to respect them. I don't talk about it. I don't bring it up. And I feel like that's the type of situation. There's something going on. I don't know why I'm seeing shadow people as I hold this fairy card and read for you, which is very, very strange. I'm not seeing them like physically. Your team is showing them to me. So just make sure, whatever that means, like protect yourself. But Black Dragon, this is you coming up against people about a belief that you have or a decision you've made. Stand firm and stand strong. Now, if it's going to affect you professionally, maybe you may want to take a step back and be like, okay, I give, I say uncle, like for the time being, don't talk about whatever this is, but I feel like you're okay. I would, if I were you, I would definitely put some protection on myself. Because I do see shadow entities lurking in your orbit, and that's off card. That has nothing to do with this card. Or maybe it's that you don't know who to turn to for help with that because people think, don't believe in it, whatever the case may be. Be who you are, truly and fully and wholly, until, it's going to affect you negatively. Unfortunately, we, the Island of Misfit Toys, are not widely accepted by just anyone and everyone. If I were to go into court and someone were to talk negatively about me being a medium, I would tell them that I'm not. I'm just on YouTube, right? And I've had to do that. and it hurt me and it killed me. But I could have lost a lot if I didn't play that game. And I feel like this is the game you're being asked to play in one area of your life. All right, so we got Casey, Arisha, and who else?
That's it, unless you're going to do Donna.
I can read for Donna anytime. I've got to get to bed.
Yes, I figured that. So that's
all right,
why I didn't
let's do Arisha, and we're going to do signs of the times. Guys, thank you so much. Good night, Mark. I love you guys so very much. I appreciate all of you. I'll be back to regular schedule next week, but it won't really affect you guys because Monday I have a video already filmed. And it's about haunted mirrors, why mirrors could be haunted, or doorways, portals, things like that. You guys are the actual best. Yeah, Black Dragon, I see them. I saw them in the reading. It was weird because it had nothing really to do with the card. It was just something that your team chose to show me, which means they could be becoming a problem. Okay? Like you can't go to HR and be like, these effing shadow people are really, can we do something about them? Arisha, you got Skull. It is the card of endings. I haven't pulled this one yet, I don't think. Card number 29. Miss Arisha, the skull appears when endings are at hand. It is a powerful symbol of mortality, but this card also symbolizes a circle of life, both endings and how those endings birth new beginnings. Guys, don't forget, jivecreations.com. There is a special limited edition Gemma Jade shirt coming out. If you guys are on my Facebook, the picture of me with the blonde hair leaning, my profile picture, with like, it looks like a bunch of a thorny mirror around me. It's so cool the way she did it. And we also have a limited edition, sparkly, beautiful cup. She's going to put them up on the site soon. But the regular merch, guys, the Ghost Dragon stuff, guys, that little bit of extra income really helps me out. And you can ask Aunt Edna. She purchased something, I think some Ghost Dragon stuff, and I sent her a gift box free of charge because I was appreciative that she purchased the merchandise. It's not about really the money. It's about getting my face out there, getting Gemma Jade Paranormal, getting the brand out there all across the country. So everything is under $40, including shipping. So the price that you see when you go on jivecreations.com, that includes shipping, because there was an issue with the site where it couldn't add shipping. I don't know what happened, but so we just added shipping in. So if you're paying, just for example, $30 for a hoodie, that price includes shipping, the inventory, Arisha's cut, and my cut. We did it so simply, so cheap as we possibly could to get my name and brand out there. It's so important, guys, because I want to try to get an agent soon. Like, I have such big dreams, but it depends on your guys and support as well. Let me finish reading for Arisha. I'm going to do KC and we're going to be out. Arisha, you could be experiencing the end of a relationship, job, or phase in your life. It is imperative that you give yourself space to grieve this ending. Allow the time and space to accept it and process your emotions, whether it's welcome and has been a long time coming or is sudden and unexpected. Change is often uncomfortable, but this symbol is urging you to look at endings with a different perspective. The plants pictured growing from the skull vase on this card symbolize the growth that can occur after the end. Endings act as fertile ground for whatever you decide to plant next. Give yourself grace as you experience these transitions and prepare for a fresh start. Additional meanings: mourning and grief, letting go, difficulties are ending, accepting things you cannot change. Arisha, yeah, I feel like there is something coming to an end here. Okay. And I feel like it's been a long time coming. Now, it doesn't have to be something as big as a major relationship in your life. It could be a business partnership. It could be something so simple and small, right? But I don't feel like it is. I feel like this is something major, something ending, a long-term friendship or relationship. Again, not necessarily, but I think that's what it is. And I feel like there's a part of you that just wants to hang on because you don't want to have to go through the grieving process or the mourning process or the process of letting go and moving on. That part of you is like overwhelming the rational, logical part of you that is like, this needs to end, right? And it's like that it's going to be really hard to start again from whatever this is, right? And it's going to be really hard. You picture it in your head and it's like overwhelming, it's daunting. So it's like just more comfortable to stay in whatever this is, whether it's a romantic relationship, whether it's a friendship, it could be a business partnership. It's like, it's just more comfortable than to actually act on it. And the universe is saying no, because it's not going to end well. if you continue on. It's going to end very, very badly, and you are going to end up being hurt severely and possibly irreparably if you do not just accept it and move on as best you can right now. Even if you let go little by little, start by emotionally detaching from the situation. That's your best bet. Hey, Paula, what's up, honey? I'm so sorry I'm ending early tonight. I'll see if I can squeeze you in. I'm doing one more timestamp because I'm at my mom's and my son's sleeping in the next room. But I'm going to do a timestamp. I'm going to do you, another Jersey girl in the house. And then I'm going to end it for the night, guys. I appreciate you all so much. Let's do Delana Wait for KC. And then Paula, watching from Colorado. I like it. And Paula, we're going to use Human Spirit. So, hey, hey, Paula. You guys know that song? Is that a song? That's a song, right? Hey, hey, Paula. I was going to say Johnny Cash has a song named Cindy. I just came across it the other day. All right, Miss KC, you got the Little Mermaid, honey. Card number 17. I loved him so much. He was so handsome. I saved him from drowning, but he was a human prince and I was a mermaid living under the water. Such an impossible love. So I went to see the sea witch and made a dangerous bargain with her. I gained human, though hurtful legs. Alas, the prince chose another woman. My heart broke, for I sacrificed and endured so much for this man. In despair, I chose death and went to heaven at last. Something's not very healthy and very fair here. It seems that you're the one making all the effort. You're swimming into troubled waters. Beware dishonest bargains. You have high hopes and pure love. But a love that leads you to hurt and sacrifice yourself isn't true. The same applies for any kind of relationship or circumstance. Save yourself from this dead-end story and go find some brighter sea elsewhere. Casey, this is pretty much the same thing I just said to Arisha. Right? And that's the way you said, hey, Paula. I was like, hey, Paula. Casey, this is basically the same thing. It's letting go. And I feel like you are in a comfort zone. I'm not really getting romantic relationship, but I feel like you are so used to whatever this relationship is, whether it be professional, familial. There's something here that's so toxic, but you've grown so used to the toxicity that you're comfortable in it. And you're like, it's just easier to just sit around and deal with whatever this is. But at the end of the day, Casey, you deserve to be happy. You're just having a human experience. And I know that, trust me, that it's very easy to remain comfortable and to not make those moves. But for you and Arisha, it's funny, you're both getting timestamps. I love you both tremendously to the moon and back. You have to let go of what and or whoever this is. It's going to be a pain in the butt. It's going to be a lot of work, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. But guess what? At least it will be done and over with, and you'll be starting the process of healing. You cannot heal from whatever this is because you're still in it. It's still going on. It's still happening to you. Paula, I'm going to use Human Spirit, and then I am going to quickly bounce out. Guys, don't forget PayPal and Cash App, please. That really helps me out until I get paid. Merch at jivecreations.com. My books on Amazon, Kindle and paperback. You can find the links to those things in the descriptions of my other videos. I don't think I put them in here because the description would be too long. All right. Miss Paula. Plus, my mom's waiting to go to bed. I'm in her bed, so. Yeah, Andrew, it's not like, I just feel very unhealthy. And I just need to get it out of my life. I'm an addict. I have addictive tendencies with everything, as you can see, with decks and hair pieces and nails and everything else. And I just need to get rid of it. Paula, baby, I'm a star, card number 9 in the upright position. Paula, hold on. Where are my sunglasses at? You're a star, baby. Shine on, shine on. Sometimes when we are so full of inner light, we can't see it for ourselves. You have a certain je ne sais quoi that everyone can see and feel. It's magnetic, a certain magic that attracts the right people and circumstances to you. The stars just seem to align for you. The dots connect. And when you put your mind to something, it just falls into place. When you have star power, it's important to share it. Sharing your light, your shine and gifts with others allows us all to grow and evolve along with you. When one of us shines, we all shine, but you are the lead role right now. So step into the spotlight and take a bow, because today you are all that, boo. Cut. That's a wrap. Get this baby a Hollywood star on the Walk of Fame. Good night, everybody. I love you guys. Miss Paula, this is saying that you are in a very fortuitous time in your life right now. You could literally manifest and have anything you want. Now, we all can, right? But this is particularly fortuitous for you. There's something you've been wanting for a really long time, or you've been looking forward to, or working. I think it's like really been working towards. And I feel like you are just shining from the inside out as you move on to achieve this goal, whatever it may be, whether it's professional, romantic, like it could be anything. And the thing is, though, people are looking up to you, and I don't think you realize that because you're just doing you, right? You may not know what this is, but in the next week or two, you're going to notice people maybe looking at you a little differently, maybe getting more friends on Facebook, or getting more people coming up to you asking you how you did this, how you did that. For some reason, you are going to be the center of attention. And I feel like it's just because people are noticing your inner light that you may not even be aware of. So be sure to vet people, right? You don't want to be friendly and be an open book to everybody that you meet. I do feel like there's some manipulative energies coming in. Just be careful. But I feel like a person that holds the key to something very, very important that you've wanted for a really long time, that you've been working towards, is coming in. They're just automatically attracted to you and want to give you whatever this is that you've been wanting for a really long time. But you have to put yourself out there in order to gain it. Guys, I've got to go. My leg is asleep. I've got to clean this room. Thank you so much for all the donations. Thank you for donating your time and hanging out. And hopefully Lara will be with you guys tomorrow night, Friday and Saturday night at midnight with Ghostdragonzw live from the Dragon's Den, Midnight Vibes. He's going to be doing replays of my old videos, my awkward and weird old videos on Saturday. And then Monday we'll have the pre-recorded on Haunted Mirrors. All right? Love and light. Bye, guys. Hey, Paul.